Okay, so we are here for session 2, Into the Abyss, Demon Queen's Enclave. We are doing a little bit different with the recaps. I'm going to put the full recaps in the new handout. You guys should see that in the journal on the right side over here under recaps. But for these actual sessions, when we run them, I'm just going to give you like the summarized version of that. So, last session, the party began their descent into the Underdark, revealing their personal motivations for traveling to Farival. On day 1, they encountered Zarkul the Eternal, a beholder eye of flame ruling over a lake of magma. Rather than fight, the party impressed Zarkul with their mission, storytelling, and high-stakes dice game led by Gralnar, earning safe passage, magical earrings, and a temporary boon of flame, which was different, I think, for each one of you. I think 2 or 3 of you got the boon of like a fire resistance. Others got some different kind of boons, but he blessed you with his boon. On day 2, the party was ambushed by shadow darts, swift and deadly Fey assassins sent to observe them. Ninny was overwhelmed twice during the skirmish, but the group rallied to defeat the attackers, discovering an ominous note stating observe and report on the party's progress. With tensions high and wounds tended, the party pressed forward into the deep, seeking a safe place to rest, haunted by the knowledge that someone is watching. It's currently around 10 p.m. at night, on night 2 of the journey towards Farival. So, with that, I said 10 p.m.
I do have a question, Brian. It's really more of a pointing something out that you might need to consider.
Okay.
So the Shadow Darts had a note that said observe and report, but the Shadow Darts didn't observe and report. The Shadow Darts went straight for Nettie's throat.
That's correct.
So I've been doing a lot of proofreading recently, and those two things don't match.
That is correct.
And so that's something that I'm sort of pointing out to the party then, based on your response.
That is correct, and that may or may not have more to reveal at a later session.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Next up is going to be crap. Where I leave off. Oh yeah, you guys are going to try to find a spot for a long rest at this point, since it's 10 o'clock at night. So I guess the real question I got is, who wants to take the first watch?
I will.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot we said last time that is Bryn going to do this every time since she doesn't have to sleep anymore? You guys can obviously change it up. I just want to make sure that we start being consistent with this, if that's what we're going to do.
I'm all for it.
Well, I'm going to be up regardless, but if somebody else wants to do the rolling because they're the primary in charge at that particular time, that's cool with me too.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, yeah. So for now, we'll say that we've got Bryn and the Black Light taking the first watch. You guys cool with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so as your bodies settle into the stillness of rest, a thick, silvery mist rolls in, silent and cold. It creeps along the ground, swirls through your bedrolls, and soon blankets everything in sight. Even the floor vanishes beneath your feet. Sound becomes distant, muffled, as if the world itself is holding its breath. Then, just as suddenly, the mist begins to fade. You find yourself standing in a vast, shadowed chamber of dark stone and bone. Crimson torches flicker with unnatural light. And before you looms a black throne. Seated upon it, a tall, imposing drow figure stares down with a cruel smile. His eyes burn with power, and though he says nothing, one among you recognizes something terrifyingly familiar in the curve of his jaw, in the way he stands. And the drow rises and begins speaking. I am Lord Zerithian, and you stand before me in my domain. But here, power is all that matters. Strength, ruthlessness, the will to crush those who stand in your way. I see that potential in some of you here, so I have summoned you here. So now, show me what you can do. Do you have what it takes to rule at my side? Or are you nothing more than a chaff I will burn away? You guys can feel your powers within you, as if you fully rested. As you glance at your those of you that have taken wounds, you see you still have the wounds there. And as you maybe brush a hand across or touch them, you feel no pain, as if it's almost like an illusion. Are you dreaming, or have you been summoned? The drow now awaits for you to prove yourselves. Oh, wait, there's more. Go to which section? Oh, I got to whisper something to one of you. So hold, please.
What, please? Should we go in turn order, or because I want to do an insight check?
Hold on 1 second. Let me finish this out, and I'll set you guys up.
Sure thing.
My typing skills suck. A message sent, I hope. Whoever I sent that to, if you could whisper back to me. If you don't remember how to whisper, then don't respond back, because I don't want to put it out in the open for everybody.
Direct message in Discord.
That could work too. Alright, so this basically is going to be a skill challenge. Somewhat 4E style. I've had ChatGPT give me a little bit more direction for you guys. As you guys have seen in the past, I've started to kind of ask ChatGPT to kind of set up certain skill challenges for certain ones of you. This requires a certain number of successes before a certain number of failures. Let's see here. Oh, I got some more, not necessarily read a lot of text, but more conversation that I forgot to add in here. He says he can judge your strength based upon your past actions, and he urges you to finish what he has already started, to slaughter the drow of Fairvarol. And specifically, he urged you guys to kill Matron Mother Earlbrain. Oh, here it is. You stand before me in my domain. Powers all. Oh, I already said that. I had it in 2 places. Skill challenges represent the party's ability to impress Zerithian, whether through strength, cunning, or cruelty. Each player chooses how to prove themselves, and a group must succeed X number of times before X number of fails. So, just all I need to know is who wants to go first, and I'll give you, I think most of you guys, I have 3 choices of skills. I'll just tell you what the skills are. You choose one, then I'll kind of help lay the groundwork for what that means for you. That makes sense?
Splug will go first.
Okay. First off, does anybody have any questions about what they just saw or heard that I need to clarify? You guys good? Okay.
I think so.
All right, so let me scroll down the Splug section. All right, Splug, so the preferred skills for you are going to be either athletics, intimidation plus your strength mod, or religion with advantage.
Oh, I would like to do
Ooh.
athletics, please.
Okay. So it says here, Splug smashes an obstacle showing his monstrous power. So go ahead and whisper to me an athletics check, Splug.
Okay.
Each one of these skill challenges will have a response from Zerithian, although you won't know if you succeeded or failed. Maybe you can tell by his answer, maybe you can't. Alright? So Splug, as you smash something nearby, he looks at you, kind of maybe a half grin, half smirk. You're not really sure. He says, "A beast unchained. Could be useful." Who would like to go next?
Growlnar can.
Grolnar. You need to choose from athletics, intimidation, or history.
Okay. Yeah, he is definitely going to do another athletics maneuver. Quite possibly, he's just going to jump up and do exactly what. Who went first? Where's the freaking turn order? Oh. Yeah. So he's going to jump up and do the exact same maneuver.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check. You have to whisper it to me.
Fun stuff.
Oh shit! I didn't get my notebook out. Let me get my notebook out, guys.
Um,
My notes. This is still day 2, 10 p.m. Shit. That was an athletics. That was an athletics. Okay.
do I have a luck? Don't I
Let
have
me look.
3 lucks?
Nope. You have used all your luck. You have used all your
Oh,
luck.
shit,
Splug has used 2, and so has Bren.
Oh.
That's what my notes say.
Okay.
So you good with that roll?
Oh, let me see if I can't roll a card. Yes, I'm gonna roll a card because that just was not par.
I'll burn a card. Do you roll again? Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. That makes me feel a little better.
Okay. All
That's
right. So let me see what his response is. You don't have a hammer anymore, do you? You have an axe. Is that correct?
I do a great axe.
Okay. All right. So let me change what he says here. So he
The best axe,
smirks,
even.
and he says,
Huh?
A great axe may break bones, but can you break an empire?" Who'd like to go next?
I'll go next.
I got
Bryn. Okay, Bryn, your choices are, well, I know what you're going to choose. Persuasion, nature, or performance.
Oh, I figured I'd get intimidation. I will take persuasion.
Okay. So unless you have something you want to actually say, I'll let you do that. I'll have something prepared. You tell me.
My persuasion. That's tough because I don't want to persuade him with me being intimidating. Now we'll go with whatever you've prepared.
All right, so it says, Bryn invokes the Raven Queen's authority, warning Zerithian that undeath is not power, but a perversion of fate.
Oh, see, that's what I was going to go with, but I thought that was intimidation.
Evidently, ChatGPT agrees with you.
Okay.
Or maybe it doesn't agree with you, however you want to interpret that.
So persuasion to you.
Yeah, whisper it to me. I'm still not used to these different kinds of, because when 2024 characters whisper to me. It comes out black. If you have a 2014, it looks different. It's like, well, shit, was that whispered or not? Okay.
It was whispered.
Did you cast guidance on that? Is that what that +3 is?
Yep.
Okay, so that adds another wrinkle to it. So hold, please. Before you
It shouldn't
say
it
that,
shouldn't add a wrinkle. Well, it might if this is all in my mind, but there's no verbal component to guidance. It's a touch spell, and I don't need to touch myself. So it's basically non-verbal.
But you can.
But you can if you want to.
let me read the read aloud text, and you tell me if this makes sense or not. So before you say that little bit about the Raven Queen, you reach out for divine aid, whether mentally or telepathically, speaking the incantation. But the moment the words leave your lips, they feel empty. No warmth of divine magic answers you. The mist swirls, and Zerithian smirks ever so slightly, as if aware of your failed attempt to call for help. He says, "Here in this place, no god will carry you. You must stand or fall by your own strength."
I mean, I'll stand by whatever you say. There is no incantation for guidance. It's non-verbal, and it's not a divine. It's not a divine spell. It's a power that comes from me. I don't call on the weave or anything. It was all of Bryn's magic as a warlock is power she has. She doesn't call on somebody else for that power.
Okay.
But like I say, it's up to you, Brian.
Okay.
I'll stand with the roll with or without the guidance.
Okay. All right, so let me read his response to this. Zerithian's expression darkens as a cold breeze stirs the mist. He says, "The Raven Queen. I've heard her whispers before, yet she is but another scavenger, picking at the remnants of power greater than her own." Who'd like to go next?
I would like to respond to that.
You certainly can.
He doesn't get to say that about the queen, and Bryn's going to tell him that, and Bryn's going to say, "Listen, you say what you want, but I know drow gods, and the Raven Queen is not a scavenger, and you shall not, in my presence, speak negatively about her. Speak not at all, that's fine, but speak negatively, not if you need something from me."
Blood's gonna let out a random, yeah.
Cartman in the background.
Well, I'm thinking about how I want him to respond to this. Technically, when I say me, I mean ChatGPT. Because he's going to come out with something much better than I could. Okay, let's see what this comes up with.
I mean, Bryn assumes at this point that he's not just testing us to see if we're worthy, he's trying to figure out what we're made of.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not going to put up with that kind of crap. And that's why she added that piece at the end that said, "Not in my presence, not if you want something from me."
Oh, wow. It even gave like some suggestions of what Bryn even said. I just said Bryn like mocks Zerithian's call out of the Raven Queen. It says, Zerithian mocks the Raven Queen, calling her a vulture roosting on the dead. Oh, I'm sure that would just get Bryn's blood boiling. Or sneering that even she cannot hold what Orcus claims. Bryn's voice rings out clear and full of wrath. "You will not speak her name with such rot in your mouth. She is no carrion queen. She is the last mercy, the final truth. And you...
That's pretty much what I said, Brian.
You're a lie wearing blood. This is awesome." And it says, "The world reacts." So this is live. I haven't proofread this. "For a moment, the dream mists shudder. The dark throne room flickers. Shadows lengthen unnaturally. A single feather made of ice and starlight drifts through the air and lands near Bryn. Zerithian's expression tightens, his eyes glimmering with something between anger and discomfort.
Suck on that asshole.
He doesn't immediately reply. Instead, he narrows his gaze at Bryn, and the other party members feel the weight of his focus shift. After a long pause, he finally speaks. Zerithian speaks coldly, it says. Ah, one of hers, a fledgling, still warmed by the last light of a dying god. Tell me, does she comfort you in your dreams? Will she weep when you are taken? Not by death, but by me? Oh, fuck.
Giving away the goose
Brian,
here.
are my ravens here?
Are your ravens
Yes.
here?
Do I see them?
I'll say there's a single raven in here with you.
Just one?
Yes, one.
Okay. I'm going to give him a look. Then I'm going to turn around and walk away.
Oh. Okay, so a couple behind the scene things here that I can't share, but it says here, if Bryn succeeds on a certain check immediately after her outburst, she earns a point of inspiration, or an inspiration card, I'll say.
Check it.
So you just use persuasion. So this is now suggesting a religion check immediately after your outburst.
All right.
I gotta switch back to here, see what you rolled.
I'd like to use my last luck, though.
Okay.
All right. Middle half.
Can I give her guidance if she cannot give her again?
You can certainly try to use guidance. You, metagame wise, heard what Zerithian said last time someone tried casting guidance?
Yeah, I kind of mocked her. So,
Didn't work out so well, I think.
Okay, is that what you're going with, Bryn?
Okay.
I think so. Hold on. No, I'm gonna play that card, Brian, just to let me re-roll it.
Okay.
Motherfucker. Okay. I'll stick with the roll.
All right, let me go back to what it says here on success or failure. It says here you can just.
I'm surprised that it forced a religion check on me.
Well, it had a persuasion as well, but I'm gonna rule since you already used persuasion, I'm not gonna let you do it twice in a row.
Well, and that's the thing, right? This particular interaction to me is all intimidation.
Somebody's lighting up. This is getting hot.
I'm gonna stick with what I've got here. So you can feel his, even though you don't see it, you can feel his eyes burning upon the back of you as you step away. Now I gotta look what happens in the room if you're stepping away. But let's resolve that after whoever wants to go next. Who would like to go next on their skill challenge?
David?
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I go.
Oh, so black light. Sorry, let me scroll to where black lights things are. Black light, you can use Arcana, Persuasion, or Insight with advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna go with persuasion.
Before you do that, let me whisper something to you.
Okay. I was whispering to you by Discord one thing.
Based on what I just whispered to you, Blacklight, does that change what you want to roll?
Oh yes, yes. Well, oh, but oh, let me write it. Wait a second. Yeah. But by Discord.
Oh, in Discord. Sorry. Let me go look over in Discord. Holy shit, you've been whispering lots of stuff to me. 6
Yeah, I
messages.
told you. Sorry.
What I whispered to you in roll 20 still stands.
Yeah. Okay. With that's exact words, right?
Sorry?
With the same exact words that you used, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll say it again. Your choices right now are Arcana, Persuasion, or Insight with advantage.
I think I should roll insight, but I'm really bad at it. So I'm gonna try to persuade anyway.
So use Persuasion.
Yep.
Okay, so whisper a Persuasion check to me.
With no guidance and stuff, right? Okay. Here we go.
Okay, are you good with that roll?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let's see. His response is... Oh, it says here, Persuasion. The Black Light challenges Zerithian on his beliefs, claiming true power is found elsewhere. And his response to that is, fools justify their weakness. Strength needs no argument. Okay, it leaves one more person to do a skill check.
Yeah, me.
Rezel. Let me find Rezel's section here.
Strength based there.
Okay, it says here your choices are Persuasion, Religion, or Arcana.
We'll go Arcana.
Arcana. You may go with what I've got pre-written, or do you have something you want to throw out there?
Go with pre-written. I think it's fine. I'll do the roll. To
Okay.
you?
Now, hold on. Let me read it. All right. So it says Rezo recalls a past Drow sorcerer who fell, just like Zerithian did, showing that his fate is not unique. So yeah, give me a Whisper and Arcana roll to me. Okay. Are you good with that roll?
I don't have any cards. Add guidance, but I'm tis.
Now, we can retcon and say that you got the luck like everyone else did, because Ninny didn't use any last time, so we'll say you haven't used any. If you'd like to use your luck card for this.
I actually, I guess from the last game, I'm listed as still having one luck and a bite mark scar on my hip. Sure. So luck is a reroll.
Correct.
Take the
You have
first roll.
three tries.
I mean, sure. There you go.
Okay, so that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. People have done theirs. Okay, we go to round 2. Who would like to go first? You just can't use the same skill as you used last time.
I know this
Spug will-
guy.
Okay,
Nope. Sorry.
go for it. No, I was going to say Splug will go first again, but if you want
I
to
was
go,
gonna
go
say,
for it.
I was immediately gonna follow up with a religion and be like, if I know about this guy,
Go
or
for
know
it.
similar things. What do you got for religion for wrestle?
Hold on a second. I got to mark your last one. What it was. I didn't mark what it was. It was Arcana check was your last one, right?
Yes.
And the Black Light, yours was Persuasion. Is that right?
Yeah, persuasion.
All right, so you're asking for religion this time, right, Rezel?
Yes.
Okay, what's it say for religion?
Bad religion.
Says Rezel recites a passage of faith, invoking Lathander's will against the darkness. So go ahead and make me a religion check. Whisper it to me.
Got it. That's good.
I'm marking that. Hold on. That was a religion check. Score of that. Are you good with that score?
I think I'm good with that score.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
You are good with it. Okay. Let me read you what his response is. Oh, this is more than just a response. A flicker of power resists Zerithian's domain as a faint mote of light appears, but quickly fades away. Okay, so that you have reached either the certain number of successes or the certain number of failures. You won't know which one it is, but where is the conclusion? Oh, okay. So you don't know if you succeeded or failed on that skill challenge, but I will share with you what success or failure in that skill challenge means for you. This is meta knowledge, so please don't take advantage of it. Failure at this skill challenge means Zerithian does not care if you live or die, which basically means if there is a TPK in this chapter, there is no salvation. There's no way to get you back. Success means he prioritizes you guys and he wants you taken alive. So if there's a TPK, there may be one last chance for survival, as he does not want you dead yet.
I noticed you said taken alive.
Or taken
yet.
alive.
Yeah.
See if there's any more interaction that I scrolled past.
So was that? But you're not saying with success or failure, Dan.
I'm not telling you if it's success or failure, but those are the outcomes of a success or failure. So if and when a TPK arrives, I guess then you'll know how well you did on this skill challenge here. So this was kind of to, what's the word I'm looking for here? To foreshadow who you're up against in this this chapter. Zerithian just asked you guys to basically join him, kill Matron Earlvane. Matron Earlvane is the house mother in this town of Fairverul, where you guys are traveling to. Does that make sense? Questions?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do I get to? Do you get to tell me what happened on my turn around and walk away?
Oh, your bonus thing? You didn't roll high enough.
Oh no, I
Oh.
figured I failed, but what happens?
Oh, he like you said, you could feel his eye just kind of burning. Oh, but yeah, because you're in the dream
Because
world.
I'm
That's what you
walking.
meant.
Because I'm walking away.
Yep, I got to find the section that says what happens here if something that if we try to escape this encounter.
Is it possible to cast a spell? Not a damaging attacking spell.
You could certainly try.
I would like
can
to cast the.
Oops, sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead, David.
okay. Here it is. I can answer Bryn's question now. So as you start to move more than 5 squares away, it's in 4E module. How can it be 5 squares? I guess ChatGPT is starting to use 4E terminology now. If you move more than 5 squares away from your starting location, you fade away and reappear back where you started.
Okay.
Okay, so what are you trying to cast now, Blacklight?
But he can I still see him or something?
Now, I'll say he's about 20 feet kind of up on a dais where his throne is from you guys.
Okay, then I'm going to try to cast Detect Thoughts. And if it's success, I tell you, I would just want to know why he wants to kill the matron, and if he's lying or not, and why he's so similar to someone I remember.
Okay, so you're just going surface thoughts here, right? You're not going deep or requires him to make a save, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, surface thoughts. Oh. Good to know. Okay, as you start to release your magic, trying to get those cursory thoughts from Zerithian's mind, you get absolutely nothing. It's like just nothing but darkness.
Oh wow. Hmm. But can I? So I cannot communicate with him in any way, right?
Communicate. That's different than detect. You're casting detect thoughts.
No, no, yeah, I cast that, but when I see the darkness, I try to send a message.
Okay, so how do you want to? I was going to ask him questions. That's fine.
Quick question. What's his name again?
Zerithian. I'll put it in chat for you.
Please.
So, Blacklight, was there something you want to ask him?
Yeah, I would like to ask him. Oh, I'm not really sure right now. Because I was thinking about to extract thoughts, not asking. But give me a second. I would like to try to tell him that I'm considering his proposal.
Considering how? What do you mean by that?
Considering if I should join him or not.
Join him on his conquest to wipe out the Drow?
Exactly.
A favor rule?
Yeah, but but I'm not being honest because I don't think that I would like to make an alliance with someone that want destroy drows without knowing why or something.
Okay, so you're basically telling him you're considering it, but you're lying. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
That's correct.
Okay. So you need to give me a deception roll. Whisper it to me.
Okay. GM deception. Oh. There. And I will stick with it.
Hold on, there's an answer in here somewhere. I just got to scroll through all the text. I apologize. All right. As you say that, give me a perception roll. Whisper it to me, Blacklight.
Okay. There.
Okay. All right. So as you finish the words out of your mouth, you see for like a split second, almost like a very faint reaction in him, like almost like he's offended, hurt. You're not really 100% sure, but he responds. He says, "You, of all people, would lie to me? That is not how we rule, brother."
Oh,
Row.
so you are really Mojo?
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Blacklight?
I say, are you really Mojo?
It's like, who's this Moyo you speak of? I am Zerithian,
Mojo is
soon to be the
Mojo is my
Exarch of
brother.
Orcus. and I'm offering each of you a place by my side to rule, if you are worthy.
To point out that as soon as he mentioned specifically Orcus, I'm not there. It's all good.
You're not there. You walk away.
Ah,
I don't know why anyone has anything against Orcus.
I could hear
He's an
Splug saying that, or kind of whispering it to himself.
He's an undead loving asshole. That's why.
Uh-huh.
Anybody else have
Point
anything they want to add or share or ask?
I just sent you.
Oh, sorry. Let me read a text that I got. Or not a text, a private message.
If you want to do it like that, or chat GPT it, or
Oh, I'm reading. Okay, that's a whole lot of text there, Anthony, but I'm not sure what kind of answer you're looking for, to be honest with you.
you said after Wrestle's religion check,
Correct.
a small spark of light flickered in, and then out, and then you said, okay, if we reach the 5 either successes or failures, it's going to be lack of space ending the dream.
You're still in the dream sequence, summoning sequence, whatever this is. You're still in it right now.
Oh, I thought we were coming out of it.
No.
So I was like,
Only Bryn did. As she stepped away, she went to mist, and she returned back where she started, back in the cavern where you guys were beginning your your long rest.
when you said return back, I thought she was like literally was like reappearing in the same place in the dreamscape.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if
I literally thought that. So I was like, okay, we're all here. We're all about to wake up.
So is there something else you guys want to ask or do, try to do while you're here? Otherwise, Erythian's going to dismiss you.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Me too.
With a wave of his hand, he turned his back to you all, and the mist erupts and then fades, and you guys are back in your campsite. Success or failure, the party awakens from this encounter with a little more knowledge of what lies ahead of them. Alright, so that was the premonition, kind of maybe, of what is to come in this chapter. Any questions amongst yourself?
Were we all together in the same dreamscape, or was it separate?
Well, you guys are all there together.
Okay. So we all heard everything that was said, etc.
Correct. Unless it was something that somebody got spoken to in their mind.
Gotcha.
Okay, you guys good?
Yep.
Okay. Scrolling. So now we can actually do our real long rest. So, Bryn and Blacklight, I need one of you two to roll me a d20. Whisper it to me.
Or David.
Okay. D20 here.
Okay. And now I want Bryn, roll me a d12. Okay. Whichever one of you two going to give me a perception roll during this first watch.
But sorry, I forgot to tell you. Before we start the watch, I would like to cast 2 spells, if possible.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
This one. Sorry. And I say humanoids. and this one, and then start the watch.
That's on yourself or who? For the not this day.
On myself.
Humanoid. Okay. And what is Circle of the Wind? That's for 8 hours. So your long rest is going to be 8 hours.
Oh, really? Well, then it's okay. Then I'm going to cast not this day in 2 times. One on me and one in another person. Who is sorry? Yeah, I cast
When
not
is
this
your-
day twice. One on me and one on Glarner.
I'm just reading it, make sure you can cast it twice. Oh, it's a 5th level spell. Yeah, you can cast it twice.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
one on you,
Oh,
one on
cool.
Gralnar, right?
Yep.
And you
Oh,
choose
wow.
the
Thanks.
humanoid for Gralnar as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Just make note of that somewhere in your character sheets, because I will forget that.
Yep.
Okay. Bryn, since the black light's with you, give me a perception roll with advantage.
In secret, Brian?
No, you can make it out in the open, because it's going to be obvious. Okay. And remind me what your dark vision is. Just normal 60, right? Is it black light that has 120 feet?
Mine's 100
I
because
have.
of my radiance.
Yeah.
100 feet for Bryn. Okay. Okay. All right. So Bryn, I'll say that I'm drawing a brain fart. Are watches 2 hours or 4 hours?
Two, I thought.
Sometimes they're 4, sometimes they're 2. Now that Bryn is basically doing all of the watches, I think the last one she did alone was 4. But it's whatever the group wants.
We've been
usually
deviling
4
up,
if you've
though,
got-
haven't
yeah,
we?
4 if you've got half elves or elves, and then
I'll say this
2
one's
if you-
4. I'll say this one's 4 hours since you don't have to sleep. So I'll say 2 hours into your watch. You notice right on the edge of that 100 feet, you occasionally see a lone shadow dart silently observing the party. And it retreats back into the darkness.
Okay, I point that out to the black light and see if he can see it better.
Like you give me a perception roll with advantage.
Okay. I open or to you?
I can get it in the open, it's fine.
Okay. That's it.
You briefly see him for a moment, but then he disappears into the darkness as well. Black light.
So
Question is, do you guys want to do anything with that information? Or stay where you are and continue to keep watch?
I think if he disappear,
Like we're gonna run after it. We now know we're being watched, I guess.
yeah. But
Oh, nothing?
yeah,
So,
I think.
Go ahead.
No. That's what I said. I think it's better to stay here than chasing him or something, and allow the rest to rest.
Right, next 4 hours at the same group, or do you have to take a short 4 hour to get your long rest? Blacklight?
Yeah, I need 4 hours.
So, I think, is there any other elves in the group right now? There's not, is there?
No, but the rest of
standard
us
humans.
split it up into 2 hours.
What'd you say?
We could split it up into 2 hours, so I could do 2 hours and still get my long rest in.
But you still have to have 8 hours to get your long rest, right? You guys are going to have to sleep in a little bit, like another 2 hours at night. if you're going to get up for
Right.
another 2 hours. Is that what you
Okay.
guys want to do?
Well,
No, remember, a
No.
long rest is 8 hours of rest, 6 hours of sleep.
Yeah,
Right.
I was like,
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
it's
Yep.
not, yeah. I was about
Yep,
to say the
thank
same
you.
thing. I was like, no, it's the downtime,
Mhm.
right?
Okay, I'll take
Yeah.
that. All right, so Garner, you going to join for the next 2 hours?
yeah, we should definitely keep 2 guards up the
Okay.
entire night.
Okay, and are you proficient with perception, Gronar?
Perception. Yeah, I'm pretty good at it.
Are you proficient at it?
I am proficient at it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, and this is a good point. I should always ask this, but I always forget. Do you guys have a campfire?
Oh hell no.
There's no need. There's no need for one.
Yeah.
Okay, and Splug, I'm assuming you're turning your Ion Stone off when you go to sleep,
Oh, yeah.
correct?
Oh yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
so if you wake up in the middle of the night, if you don't turn that on, you're not going to see shit because it's pitch black down here.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, so Bryn, I'm assuming you're going to take the roll of perception, and technically since it's dark, that should be disadvantage unless your dark vision negates that.
No, it probably doesn't.
So it'll be a regular roll since Gronar's helping you. Okay.
Nice.
And Gronar, whisper to
Yeah.
me a D12.
Okay. Oh come on. There we go. All right. GM 1d12. Whoop. Oh. Good to know.
Okay. Let's see. Who hasn't rolled yet? Splug,
Mhm.
I want you to roll me a D4. Whisper it to me.
Just lagging. Sorry.
You know, if you click on the dice roller, well, on mine right now.
Yeah, I did.
Sometimes if you type in the boxes, it does
Okay,
your
I see it.
minus HP.
I see it now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, Bryn, on that perception roll, as you're watching the camp, I'll say where you guys are camped at. Remember your last encounter? They're like streams. I don't know define how deep they are, but there's streams all throughout the spots that are wet. You're not far from one of these streams, and you see some kind of a black. I don't want to describe this. A black, watery substance seems to be creeping its way towards. Hold on a second. Let me roll this. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see a black substance creeping its way from the water's edge up to where the sleeping body of Splug is. What would you like to do with that information?
Well, nothing. I just like to watch it.
Wait. Are you sure it's not like sliding away from Splug? Like maybe he peed himself to sleep again?
This is what Bryn sees.
Is it entertaining me? Is it like doing a little dance?
There's no dancing involved.
Hmm.
It's a very slow, methodic, like oozing, crawling liquid making its way towards a sleeping Splug.
All right, so I will call out to Splug and the rest of the group and say, "Ho! Ooze!"
So you're waking everybody up?
I will point to it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Okay then.
It's been how many hours?
And this is the 6th hour. So hold please.
Long rest is better than nothing.
You don't get any
Short
long
rest?
rest.
Short rest, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I
All
slept
right.
6 hours.
I'm gonna do a shift click. I should have everybody on the screen here. This is just leftover from the last fight, but go ahead and place yourselves where you would be as you're taking your long rest and where you would be on your watch. So just because
Okay.
of what I described, Splug, you got to be somewhere within 10 feet of like this edge of water here. No, not in it. 10 feet from
I
it.
mean,
So 10 feet would be something like here or here.
Okay, right there. Fine.
Okay.
Growler, come up here.
Are we just gonna hang
Like-
back here?
Hang out by like a wall or something, or
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. You guys good?
Yeah.
All right. So everybody wakes up with a start as you see something like this from the edge of the water. So everyone roll me initiative.
Oh shit.
It's public.
Public.
Everyone is prone at the start of this, with exception of Bryn and Gralnar. Oh yeah, I forgot about Bonanna.
But do we have the long rest or not?
Short rest, though, yes?
You can get benefits of a short rest if you want to take that real quick.
Oh,
That
perfect.
is one. What is
Okay.
the number? Spell points.
Let's see here. Let's
spell
do
points.
Wasteland fight music. Yeah, that sounds appropriate for what's about to attack. Everybody in?
All these things is the guy?
Somebody's not. Blacklight, you're on a Blacklight thing. Gary, you're not.
Yeah, yeah.
Blacklight.
Gary,
Gary,
the turn order?
Gary.
I see black light,
I see
17.
Growlner. I don't see. I see Wrestle, Bryn, Growlner, Blacklight.
Okay, I'm sorting it.
No Splug.
which, as I said, means Splug's not in there.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
Discord.
sorry.
Discord.
Oh,
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, Discord just opened. Yet it's not open on my screen anywhere.
Did you crash?
Everything crashed.
That's why.
Oh shit.
All right, I'm gonna roll initiative for you, Splug.
Yeah. I put it in chat that I couldn't hear you guys.
I
The Discord
don't have a
crashed.
message from you.
I
In
rolled a Discord
Discord.
for you.
Yeah.
What about
There's
Discord,
nothing there.
Gary?
It didn't post your message, Gary, in either of the
Yeah.
chats.
Nothing did. So,
All right, let me know when you're back in row 20, Splug. You're down the lower part of the turn order, so we got some
I
time.
haven't opened my character yet, so. There we go.
All right, Bryn, so you're up first. Look at my glorious initiative roll for the bad guy. You have to scroll down to see it.
So before we started, I was asking before I crashed, do we get the benefits of a short rest before
Yes.
all this starts?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I got to roll some hit dice because I'm hurting.
Yeah, how many spell points is it again? Will you back?
1/10.
That was
1/8.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's,
Okay.
Well, that's incorrect because you guys have had 6, so 6/8. So what is that? 75%?
yeah. So I'm just gonna be full. Yeah. That's right.
Is it done yet?
It is not done yet.
Okay.
So 6 hours from 10 o'clock at night, but put it at what, 4 a.m.? All right, everybody done rolling? Bryn, go ahead and take your turn.
Okay. So I've already moved my ravens over there. And I'm going to pew her. Or them. Oh, it's 26 for 13.
Son of a bitch. Keep forgetting you guys are level 10 now. 13 force. Splash into it and take some damage. 13 and 11. Okay. What else,
And
Bren?
then Bonana's going to do her attack. An 18 for 4 piercing, that is magic damage, and 1 poison, if it can be poisoned.
One
That
has got
hits.
a magic bow. Jesus.
And second shot is a 20 for 11 plus 5.
Okay.
Yes, Bonana has had a magic bow for about a year and a half in game time. This is nothing new.
I was like, how have I never realized this in any of your rolls?
Still pretty cool.
Bren, I need you to give me a perception roll with disadvantage. Probably won't matter. You'll probably still see it. Hey, you watch as Bonana's arrows enter this thing. It's almost like they go into it, then like the fletching that's sticking out, the shaft of it just kind of melts and breaks. The arrows are ruined inside of this thing. So this may come into play if you're counting arrows. This is where you need to start counting arrows.
You've never made us count arrows in the past.
I know, but this is different because this thing is destroying them.
All right.
All right, what else, Bren?
That's it.
Okay, Blacklight, you're up next.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action since I didn't lose concentration to move the hex to this guy. Let me put the text there, and I'm gonna choose the ability Dexterity, just in case.
Okay. I gotta get that. I used to have a token action for this to set their little word here. So dexterity disadvantage, right?
Yep. Yeah, correct.
All right. So if I did that right, you hover over it. It should say dexterity disadvantage. Nope, I didn't do it right. Oh, I didn't click on show. There we go. All right. What else, Blacklight?
And then I'm going to shoot him twice with my Eldritch Blast.
Okay, let's see it.
So, first one. Here. Plus.
Holy shit! Fucking 30.
Plus there. Plus that. And I'm going to move him 10 feet. To push him 10 feet from me.
Okay, so that is 19. And I ask you this probably every time because I can never remember. But this doesn't, the size of it doesn't impact whether you can push it, right?
No.
Okay.
No, if he gets his, I can move him. And then I'm gonna shoot him again. With my Eldritch Blast. This time doesn't do the blue geoning, but it does the hex.
Okay.
That is,
Well, the hex damage?
Yeah.
Or were you doing the static damage? Oh, you're rolling every time. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. And that's my turn.
Okay, next up is Grolnar.
Okay. He is going to use his he's going to use his lunging attack battle maneuver. So he's going to as a bonus action. Oh, let me just post it. Duh.
Are you doing something from range?
No, I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna
Okay.
go up and stop him.
I think you do have enough movement there.
Oh, I've got a. It's part of my action there. It's a bonus action. I can.
Oh, take a dash action.
I could take the dash action, and if I move at least 5 feet in a straight line immediately before hitting a melee attack. Well, you can read that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. So I get a superiority die and a great axe attack with a superiority die.
Okay,
So
that's it.
yeah, bam. That thing pop up yet? No, because I didn't run.
Okay, so 19 is attack, and 20 is the
Yeah.
damage. Holy fuck!
Yeah, plus the D8.
And what kind of damage is this?
Just a second, let me hit that. It's magical because it's a magical weapon, but it's got to be. Oh, here.
Slashing. So as you strike it,
Yep, slashing.
you see it split in two.
Oh yeah. All right, that's not awesome. Okay, and
Put your token up here. You can't stay back there.
sorry, you're right. Okay, but they're right next to each other, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, they would be. You split them in half.
Okay. So he's got another attack, and he's going to attack. But then he's also going to do. Shit.
I need your attack. Done.
Yeah, here it comes.
Okay, which one are you attacking this time?
Well, I have a thing where I can. Yeah.
That's pretty specific there, Don. You have a thing.
Yeah. So I'll hit that one on the right, but I have a thing where I can hit 2 of them for free.
So we're down with the potty talk.
So 14 to hit for another 20 fucking damage. Jeez.
Yeah.
All right, so 14. So tell me, does that apply to both of them? Or you have to make a separate attack or damage roll for each of them with your cleaving attack. I gotta scroll up and read that. Cleave.
Oh yeah.
You can make a melee attack roll with the weapon against a second creature within 5 feet of it. It's also within your reach. When hit, the second creature takes the weapon's damage, but don't add your ability modifier to that damage unless that modifier is negative.
Is it not rolling the damage though?
Play once per turn.
31, didn't it?
No,
31
that's the roll, not the damage, isn't it?
No, it's a roll to hit. It's 20.
Yeah, so I'm reading that as the secondary hit is also a roll to hit. You just don't add your strength modifier to it. All right, so 14. Which one are you hitting first? This one or this one?
Right one. First.
Okay, so that one took 14. That
Right.
was slashing damage, right?
Huh?
And it was slashing damage.
31.
Oh, hold on a minute. I'm trying to get caught up because it splits in half again.
Yeah.
I need a way to automate this. Holy shit. All right, then this one was what to hit? What'd you roll to hit this one?
It was the same thing. It's 20 to hit.
How much damage?
31.
Holy
It's the same thing, isn't it?
No, you
Cleave
make a second attack against the other creature. That's why I read the cleaving attack.
Do I? I didn't realize I had to make a second attack. Okay, here it comes. Boop. 17 for 19.
17 for 19. All right, and that one also. It's split in half.
Yeah.
So put them here where it makes sense, and even out their hit points. Okay. How about now, Gromar?
Can I yell something as a reaction?
Huh?
Can I yell something as our free action? One
Sure.
word. Retreat.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. All right, we need to retroactively do something here.
Nope.
How many times have you hit it? 1, 2, 3, 4, I think, right? That sound right? Or 3
Yeah.
hits? All right, so every time you slam into it, some acid goes shooting out of it. So
Ooh.
you take 5 acid damage on the first one, 4 on
Oh,
the second
shit.
hit, and 7 on the third one.
Okay.
Hold
129.
on, I'm still reading some other stuff it may do. Holy shit. Okay. All right, that's it. Anything else, Gronar?
Wrestle yelled at you.
Huh?
Wrestle yelled out retreat.
I know. Yeah.
Didn't answer, Don.
No,
You staying put, or
I
you
already used my bonus action. Sorry. That's all I got.
want to stay there?
That's all I can do. I can't
Okay.
disengage at this point.
All right, Rezel.
Wrestle gonna spend half the movement stand up. Look at these things that are spitting acid everywhere. Why can I not? I don't have the thingy to stand.
It's in a different
I
spot
didn't
now.
move. Yeah, I was like, where's my thing? I can't stand up. There we go. Okay. And we're gonna measure cost. 1, 25, 25. They're all 25. Perfect. This guy's 20 though, so that's real unfortunate for him. I guess I can. This way. Just because I'm reading the ruling on Wall of Fire, Brian, I determine which direction the fire burns in. So if I did it this way, it would not burn Growlnar because the
Yeah,
feet
it
will
will.
be going.
If you did, these 3, starting here and going down, you're not going to hit him. But if you do the line you're drawing there, you're going to hit Gronar.
No.
You do what you gotta do.
It only burns on one side, so it's like if you're on one side, you're fine. If you're on the other side, you get burnt. Let's change it up. We're gonna do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yep, 6 will do it. We're gonna do Scorching Ray at. Okay, that's not working. Let me try it over here. Scorching Ray at 5th level. Try it over here. Scorching Ray. It's going. Okay. Except I get at 5th level I get 6 of them, and I don't know what's happening with that there, Brian. The sheet.
I don't know where you did that from, but we'll have to resolve that between sessions. So
Okay, yeah.
you don't have an advantage on this for some reason, do you?
Nope.
Okay, so it's a 14 hit. That still hits.
Oh, I left advantage on from the roll thing. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So
I'm gonna send. I'm sending 6 of them out, by the way.
It's fire damage.
Yep.
Okay, all 6 of them at this guy?
Nope. Heck no. Separate targets.
How many are you doing at this guy?
Let's see. Does they go one at a time? Hold on a
I'm
second.
gonna say you need to call them out before I call out damage.
Alright. 2 at this guy. 1 at each of these guys. No. 2, 1, 2, 1.
Okay, so 2 on this one.
Yep. So the
Alright, so
second one at him.
So the first one hits. It is still moving.
Where'd the spell go?
Let's see the second one for this guy.
Yeah, I gotta scroll this stupid.
Ooh, 9 does not hit. Good thing Grolnar's not staying in front of that one.
Yep.
And then you said 1 for this one?
1 for that one.
What no. I'll say Grolnar's still not knowing. You roll 1 on this one.
It's gonna go 2 on that one. A 19 for 8.
Okay, that hits. And it's still moving.
Second one on that one. A 13 for 6.
15 for 6, and that is enough. Do these guys make
And-
sounds?
1 on the last one.
Slapping, slurping.
Yep, pretty much. like you know when the drain is like draining and there's like stuff clunking it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
The last
Alright,
attack
and
on this guy?
21 for 5.
Yeah, that hits, and he's still moving.
Okay, so that is 5 spell points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I can cast. I always get this backwards, I think. That one is a action. I could cast a cantrip as a bonus action. Is that
Yeah,
right? Or no, is that the wrong way?
I think
I
your
have it backwards,
cantrip
sorry.
has to be an action, I believe.
Yeah, cantrip an action, spell as a bonus action. That's what it was. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah. So okay. I'm gonna move a little closer. Is what I'm gonna do. If I get the right tool on. 5, 10.
I did not splug, so whisper it to
5,
me
10,
again.
Yeah, 10.
Okay.
Oh, I see it. I just scrolled up.
I move 10 feet closer.
Yeah, I forgot all about that, Gary. So, yeah, you can either do it in the open or you can whisper it to me.
Oh, I'm going to send it to you.
Okay.
Ooh, sneaky stuff.
Okay. Is that it for your turn, Rezel?
Yeah, I move 10. I move 10 feet, and I. Yep, that's it.
All right, Splug, you're up next.
Okay, half my movement to stand up. And. Okay, I'm going to move up to this one. I'm going to take a shot at him with my axe. And dook. Oh, I just GM'd it, didn't I? Oh, no,
No, you didn't.
good. Woo!
Man, only a 29? What's wrong with you? Jeez.
Did that hit?
Well, hold on. Let me see how I can describe it. So you hit it so hard, it doesn't split in two. It splits into like 16 pieces. But yeah, it's dead.
Perfect. I'm going to move up and I'm going to hit this one.
Does the acid thing happen or no?
Oh yeah, it does. Yep, I forgot about
Just
that.
a reminder.
Oh shit, so that means for Gronar every time you hit one of those things too.
Is it like everyone around it?
I'm just going. I don't remember how many. I think at least 4 of them hit. But I'm gonna roll it 3 times for you, Gronar.
What?
You already did the acid to Growler.
Yeah, you did.
Scorching ray would cause the acid damage to splash.
Let me read again. I think anytime it takes damage.
Oh, that seems weird. That's why I was attacking it. Like I figured non or magical.
Rob is correct. It's not a range attack. It's only melee attacks that do that. So
Okay.
I stand corrected. Thank you.
So just my two?
I didn't know. That was just. I figured that magic
figured
attacks
too.
probably wouldn't cause that in my mind.
All right. So Splug and Gronar, you take one from Splug's hit. I'll use that first roll of 3 acid damage.
Okay. And then I hit this one with 21 for 11.
Okay. Ooh, that one's still alive. But then both Gronar and Splug, you take 2 points of acid damage.
So 5 total.
Correct.
Oh, and I didn't say it, Brian, but I used my bonus action for my Ioun stones.
Oh, okay. Yep. To activate it so you can see again. Do I have your token lit up?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's why I
Oh,
forgot to say it, because I could see everything. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to step away, willing to take a attack of opportunity from Sludge Boy.
All right.
Same for me, though, Brian. I have the
Yes.
Iron Stone from our other friend, who's gone.
No, I've had them for quite a while.
No, I also have an Iron Stone.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So where's this reaction? You don't know why, but it does not attack you.
Oh. Cork smoker.
What?
Is that it for Splug?
Yep, that's it for the slug.
Okay. Hey, look. My guys with a 1 initiative finally get to attack. And there's still 2 little bitty ones left. All right. I got to read to see if when they split, if this goes down at all.
I'm going to log right out and reboot my computer, guys.
Word, man.
I'll be right back.
So meta knowledge,
Bye.
so you
Talk to you tomorrow.
You betcha.
would normally attack twice. When it's like split, they only get one attack, and it's half damage. So they're all on Grolnar.
Oh shit.
So one of these. What the hell?
Didn't know.
That's not an
It
attack.
didn't roll anything. Yeah, it didn't roll anything. That's just a description.
Well, let me
looks
just
like it rolled a 0, Brian.
let me figure out what the
Yeah.
fuck is going on with this stat block.
That's definitely a miss.
Yeah. He rolled
Let's see here.
Just a bit outside.
All right, so when I dragged and dropped this one, evidently didn't do that. That's stupid. That's what it says in the character sheet. In addition, well, where's the fucking attack then? Oh, here we go. It's in the write-up text. So +8 to hit, reach of 10 feet, damage 1d8 +5 plus 48 acid.
Ooh.
Shit. Okay, let me do a just roll a d20 +8 to hit.
Hold on.
So 14, which doesn't even hit you, right? Is that correct,
No, it
Grolnar?
doesn't. That's correct.
All right, so the second one, I got to do this manually because it's all screwed up. It's a 26 to hit.
Oh shit. That one definitely hits.
hold on.
Oh, good idea.
Can these? I don't know these. Would I know if these things can be blinded?
Would you know if they can be blinded?
Yes.
I don't recall you guys ever fighting one of these before, so I'm going to say no.
Well, I'll try anyways.
What do you
You can
got?
do that as a
Warning
reaction?
flare. Nice.
As a reaction, the improved one, which I have, that's just the basic stat of it, allows me to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. It allows me to do it to friends.
If they can be blinded, right?
If an attacker can't be blinded, is immune to the feature.
Let me check.
That makes sense.
Yep, and these guys cannot be blinded, so it has no
There you
effect
go.
on
Does
them.
nothing. A little flare of light goes in front of him and literally just swings right through it.
All right, so 26 hits, correct? Am I rolling damage, or is someone else going to do something?
Shit. I don't think I got anything for that.
It's like kind of gave away how much damage potentially is coming. All right, here it comes. This is the first part. This is the bludgeoning damage, 1d8 +5. So this +5. So 13 points of bludgeoning damage. And now here comes the acid. 4d8. 26 points of acid. In addition, non-magical armor worn by the target is partly dissolved and takes a permanent and cumulative -1 penalty to AC it offers. Are you wearing magical armor? Grolnar?
I don't think so. No,
What is it?
no. It's
Alright.
just plate.
Not
Alright.
plus anything? Oof.
I don't know why I don't have plate +1 because I never really thought about it, but I do not.
Okay, so your plate armor is now giving you a -1 AC. So I think you can
Okay, what
manually
do I
adjust
need to
that,
do?
or so what's your AC now?
Right now it is 20.
Okay, so it's 19. So you just make a note of that if you want. Don't worry about changing your token as of yet.
And do I have to take an action to rub that off, or?
It's not
What?
rubbing anything off. It is dissolved part of your armor.
Okay.
All right, so that is all
Alright.
their attacks. That's just 2 attacks, right? The first one missed, and the second one
Who's
hit.
enough at that? Jesus.
All right, that's it. End of round 1. Bryn.
All right, let's do a little more of the same. I'm going to target the one that's closest to me, the one that's north of Grolnar first.
Okay.
It's a 25 for 13.
5 definitely hits for 13, and that is enough. Grolnar,
Yeah. Oh
8
shit.
points of acid damage.
Nope, this is ranged
What?
damage.
Ranged.
Oh. Yep, sorry. Yep,
You're just trying to
Keep it
kill Growlar.
I am.
Right?
I got to kill somebody every session, right? Or at least try to.
And then
That's true.
second blast is going to the other one that's alive, which is a 28 for 7.
And that one dissolves. You guys watch as what's remaining of them kind of floats down the river, down into the waterfall, the sploosh, and then sinks to the bottom of whatever's down here. Change layer to the GM layer. And we are out of combat.
We did not finish long rest.
You did not. So it is 4 a.m. roughly. You guys can still get the benefit of a short rest if you didn't already do that. But your long rest did not take effect.
Back to sleep.
He's going to try to... I'm going off memory here, so help me out here, anybody who remembers this rule. So if your long rest gets interrupted, you just have to sleep for the remaining hours you have left, or do you have to start over again?
In 1 second.
Been a long
I don't
time
know.
since I've interrupted.
By 1 hour or casting spells or the rest was no benefit must be must begin the rest again.
Alright, so Anthony just read it for us.
Oh,
Hold on, Blacklight, what are you trying to do? Untap your token. What do you mean about untap it?
Because he's prone, and I cannot unprone.
Oh, so let me move you right here just so you can see, because Rezo might have been in the way.
Oh, hold on. It actually says
And if you look at your token and you click on it, there should be like a little blue dot, like right around here where I'm pinging. That's what you got to grab to rotate it. You see what I'm saying, Blacklight?
Yeah, but I cannot find it.
So you click on your token,
Okay.
and then you should see like a little blue dot kind of up here off of your token. You grab that, and you can rotate your token.
Okay. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Look at there, Blacklight just figured out how to stand up. It's like Gronar figuring out how hit points work. Hey, fellas, what do you want to do next?
I would like to cast a couple of rituals. Whatever are we doing next? This one,
Closer to your microphone there, Blacklight. I can barely hear you.
Oh, sorry. I would like to cast luck on everybody because I think already put the 4 hours past.
Well,
Sweet.
'cause you get yourself at their
Thank
short
you.
rest. Okay. Alright.
And then
You get a luck. You get a luck.
And then this one that I don't do any more insective because everybody knows. And I take 4 damage.
Give me 34. Who am I missing? I'm missing.
To
I got Splug. I got Bryn. I got Blacklight. I got Rezel. Why am I drawing a complete freaking blank? Who am I missing? Bryn, Splug. Oh, Grolnar. I didn't put Grolnar in here. Sorry, Grolnar. No offense.
What the hell? Just kidding.
All right, what do you guys want to do here? You guys want to try to get your long rest in? You going to say, fuck it, keep going?
How are you guys doing
with,
resource-wise?
whatever you decide is okay for me.
Growlner, are you sure you switched out your Mazgrak set? I thought it was magical armor that you got from Helmet.
A long time ago.
When Helmet died?
Yeah,
Did
but
I
Helmet
get-
died. It's not a long time ago. Yeah, I thought you took his armor. I thought it was a.
No, his armor, Plug took his armor and modified it to fit him.
Yep.
Okay.
And I used to have I don't know, I can't remember, some kind of
You got a set piece.
ring mail or whatever, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. But then I went up to plate because everything else upgraded.
I just need a group decision. You guys going to keep moving on? You going to try to get your long rest in?
I should be okay.
I go-
I'm like feeling half as good as I did when I woke up this morning.
In real life or even in the game?
In the game.
Oh, okay, you are almost dead.
You're pretty beat up, Grelner. Are you going to do a short rest or what?
If we can, that would be great.
I think we should at least do an hour.
Sure, of course.
Okay. All right.
If we are going to do a short rest, I would like to cast this again in 2 more people.
Fuck.
For example.
Quit taking short rests.
So, to Splag and Brim, for example. Sorry, Resol, next is for you. As soon
No,
as I
it's all
can.
No, it's all good. On that note, same thing then.
And I'm gonna say
Just-
humanoid again because I'm not. I don't have any idea of what we can find here.
I'm sorry. I gotta clarify something. Blacklight, did you just tell Rezo no soup for you?
No, I say I'm sorry. The next is for you.
Oh, okay. They said no soup
soon
for
as
you.
Seinfeld. Thought it was a Seinfeld
No.
reference.
I don't know if
No, sorry.
Blacklight even gets that comedy.
Oh, he's old
Do,
enough.
do you watch Seinfeld in Spain? Do you remember that show?
Yeah, I say. Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, so you recognize what that saying's from? No soup for you. Hey, never mind.
Yeah,
I don't.
it sounds to me, but it was a long time ago.
You'll have to Google that and watch the videos. I'm not gonna bring our play session down by explaining that.
Okay. I'll find it.
All right, so you guys are gonna try for another short rest, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So who hasn't rolled me a d20 yet? Rezel, roll me a d20. Whisper it to me with advantage.
Sure. Where's the little thingy? 2GM. Is there a thing to say advantage on here?
Should be.
Doesn't say.
Up by automatic
Where is that up by automatic?
at the very top.
I'm not in the new
because
sheets. I'm in the old
You're
sheets
not.
still.
You're not.
Doesn't
So
matter.
I'm just gonna roll you 2. 1, 2. There.
Okay.
Did those go to you, Brendan? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I got him. All right. So I'm assuming Bren's doing the watch during this hour. So if you want to give me what's the minimum you can get, Bren? Remind me.
Perception.
Who's Bren?
If you don't include my guidance, the minimum I can get on this check is 10.
Yeah, you can do guidance here. So go give me a
Okay,
perception
so
roll.
the minimum I can get is 11.
Okay.
At normal?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty close to my minimum right there.
Yeah, you got the 1 on guidance, obviously. That's like, yeah.
All right, an hour passes. We see no signs of trouble. So anyone that wants to roll hit dice to get hit points back, you can. Okay. And you guys are continuing on, correct?
I'm gonna spend also a hit dice.
Yep.
To take my 4 back.
Oh yeah, I gotta make a note of myself to fix the monstrous black pudding attack.
Pudding? Don't tell Splug that's what it's called.
All right, anybody got any maintenance they're doing? Everybody's good?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, day 3. It is now 5 a.m. after that last short rest. Still haven't completed a long rest. I need everyone to give me a DC 10 con save.
What?
Out in the open.
Yes, because it's going to be obvious if you fail.
I can't fail that, Brian.
Okay, can't get less than a 10?
I can't get less than 11.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so that's
Con save?
everybody, because Blacklight doesn't need to roll. You going to stay with that before I say what that means? Rezel?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, change your avatar name to Rezel, please. So I don't accidentally call you Woven Guard here in a minute.
Boop.
But do that after
There.
you decide if you're going to
Does that
do
work?
anything about that
Oh, no,
8.
Wrong one. Hold on. Where do I? How is that?
Are you using a
I got
lock?
a luck. I got a luck. Let's do it again. Go again. Hey.
Okay, so use the luck. Okay, that's the first luck I think is being used here so far.
No, I used one in the fight, but that's was the fight. No,
Oh,
the
use it
dream.
in the fight after the first short rest? Okay,
No,
all
wait,
right, so
the
you've
dream.
used 2 of them then.
There. He just used luck on us again, or whatever.
Okay. Oh, he didn't cast luck again, right, Blacklight, or did I miss that?
thought
Yeah,
he
I
did the
cast
ritual for luck,
luck
yeah.
again. So everybody has again three tries,
Okay.
three looks.
Except Rezel, he just used 1.
Mhm.
Okay,
He's the
gotcha.
first one to use it.
There we go.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, you guys dive deeper into the caverns below. You guys come across a vast cavern that has been partially flooded. Hey, this map still works. With the water level reaching knee-high for most of the party. Unless you're a dwarf, then it's probably more like hip-high.
Unless I'm walking on top of the water.
Oh, yeah, look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants. The water, it says here the water is stagnant and icy.
Gralnar, you're as big as a real boy now.
Water is stagnant and icy, filled with rotting fungus and strange eyeless fish. So, your choice on what kind of a roll you want here, except Gralnar doesn't have to because he's walking on top of it. Anybody else going to have something that makes them avoid it altogether?
Maybe. Hold on.
You guys, Gralnar's gonna say, you guys are swimming where I pee.
This.
Anybody else have something? Keeps them from wading through this? Okay, I'll take that as a no. So, your choice. Need everyone except for Gralnar. You can choose one of these. An athletics, a nature, or a survival check.
I'll do athletics.
Nature, survival, or athletics?
Out in the open?
Whisper them to me.
Whisper. God, what is going on with roll 20?
Slow.
Yeah, I literally tried to move my sheet and went.
I'm gonna restart it.
And I'm gonna give myself guidance. I'm gonna use a luck.
This one is
Brian?
+1.
Who's using
Mine
luck?
is 15 because I
Anthony's. Yeah, I'm using another luck. Wrestle.
Okay, and what'd you say, Blacklight?
have +1 because of my armor, but I cannot find it right now.
Okay, that athletics roll that you made, Blacklight, doesn't count. You did it out in the open.
Oh.
Correct answer to that is motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right, so
Sorry. Here.
Rezel used the luck,
athletics,
so
+1.
let me look at your second roll.
Oh my god.
And Bryn, did you re-roll for something, or you just
Yeah,
had that first roll?
I used the luck, Brian.
Okay, just gotta see if I gotta scroll down further to see where your second roll was.
It's right below my first roll.
It is. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna use 1 luck too. Let me mark it. Yep. I'm gonna use my luck. Here we go.
Splug.
+1.
And then I already did Rezel. And the Blacklight, your last one there.
+1. Yep.
That +1?
Yep.
Okay, and Gralnar, you get an automatic success since you're walking on water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you guys all cross safely, though you're soaked and cold. And as a bonus, since you succeeded, as you guys exit this stagnant water, everyone except for Gralnar, you find yourself infested with leeches. Everybody notices them when they exit the water, and you pull them off before continuing.
That's funny. I hate leashes.
Slug's feeling invigorated now that his blood has been leached.
Yeah, you know, Splug, what happened in Stand By Me happened to you.
Absolutely. There was 12 of them on there.
And room for more, baby.
You betcha.
Oh.
All right, so you guys journey on for another 4 hours. So that was, I think he said a couple hours to that point. We'll say 3. So that was at 8 a.m. in the flooded cavern. Another 4 hours puts you at noon. When you guys come across, oh, hold on a minute, I gotta look at this. This may be something that had something for Ryan's character. So hold, please. Let me see if this is one I need to add in somewhere else. Oh, no. This is not necessarily for Ninny. It's for all of you. All right, you guys arrive around noon at a wide rift cutting across the tunnel before you. A narrow stone bridge, barely wide enough for 2 to walk abreast, extends across the void. The bridge leads to a small, windowless stone building that looms in eerie silence, its ever-burning torches flickering with unnatural stillness. The building's stone is old, but the bridge remains intact, as though preserved by forgotten magic. So, I'll say that this is one, you came to a fork in the road. The fork you chose took you to this. You don't see any other way to exit, unless there's like some other cabin or something inside that stone building that is closed. So you have a choice of investigating or doubling back for a little extra time. What would you like to do there?
Investigate for sure.
Yeah, why wouldn't we, right?
How long is the bridge? How long is it?
That is a very good question. Let me see if it tells me that. I don't see with a cursory glance it tells me, so I will say it's 60 feet.
Okay. And it's pretty solid, like as you said, it's stone.
Yeah, made of stone.
Okay.
So the description said the building stone is old, but the bridge remains intact as though preserved by forgotten magic. Yes, Growling.
And yeah.
You know what? I'll do it I'll whisper it to you. So.
Okay.
The building at the door, is the door wood or is it stone as well?
It's stone as well.
Is there a doorbell visible?
You could definitely make some kind of a doorbell by just whacking something really hard against the door. It'll sound just like a doorbell.
There you go.
Okay.
Did you whisper something to me? Oh, you did.
I did.
Oh shit! I didn't realize Stone Cunning gave you that. Is that something from 2024?
Yep.
Cool. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to give it away, but I didn't give it away. I just said
no.
a skill you already had.
Yep.
Joe, Groundler, are you going to go across first then?
I think he's waiting for me to answer him to what you whispered to me. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes. Yes.
Okay, let's see here.
Sorry, I had a new action type of thing.
So. Yeah, so I'll say, do you want me to say this out loud or do you want me to whisper it to you?
Yeah, go ahead, because, so in 24 rules, Stone Cunning, you get a bonus action of Tremor Sense, and so this is Brian's first time with it, mine too, so.
All right, so I'll say, Grolnar, you and only you can feel like a low rhythmic pulse, like a heartbeat, somewhere originating somewhere beneath the stone of the bridge.
Okay. How far away?
I say you're picking it up right where the bridge starts to cross over the the
Main
chasm.
span. Okay, the main span.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You know what? I would let everybody know that there's something and where it was. Just that, to watch, because who knows what it is, but it's probably not good.
Oh shit! I just remember. I
Okay.
think I came up with a background thing just to kind of help me with this. That was like 3 months ago. Where'd I put it? I don't think that's it, but we'll use it. That's close enough. Just to kind of give you the visual thing here instead of where you guys are now. Can you guys see the map, or is it all black?
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Okay.
Cool image.
So
Yep.
disregard this thing over here. That's not really there. This is not open. And there are a couple of like ever-burning torches, I'll say, on the outside here.
Okay. And is the door closed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Going by what Dawn sensed, Growlnar sensed, you guys want to backtrack and go the other way. Because I just have this feeling we're going to get halfway across this bridge and something's going to come up and say, hello!
Yeah. That's possible, but I
recognize-
think
Which is fine
Do we
if that's what we
recognize
want to do.
Oops, sorry.
I can cast fly on myself, Bonana, and one other person.
Cool.
I can fly, but I cannot do it on people.
You guys
That's
want
what
to
we
do?
want to do. If we get Blacklight, Bryn, Bonana, and one other person off the bridge, and then Growlnar and I can go across. But if you guys are off to the sides or whatever where you can see if anything's coming up, that would be probably helpful. Good strategy.
yeah, I like it.
I will follow Splag instructions. Yes, Splag.
All right. So remind me, everybody's flying.
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
Growlnar and
Splug or not.
Splug or not. We're gonna
cast-
shoot the
I'm
gauntlet.
casting fly on Rezel.
Yeah, I think so. We're gonna Growlnar and I are gonna skip across the bridge like the scene of the Wizard of Oz on the yellow brick road.
Okay.
And I've
Who-
still got tremor sense up for 10 minutes. So
I got that.
It's
Yeah.
coming closer.
All right. So
And
give me
Splug's-
give me a visual representation. So those that are flying, just drop your tokens right here. And those that are on the bridge, Grolnar and Splug, just place yourselves over here somewhere.
Blood singing.
You-
If I only had a brain.
and Growlnar's gonna grab Splug's hand, and together they're gonna skip down the lane, singing that song.
Oh, Grolnar, you're down here though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
We're crossing the bridge like two characters from the Wizard of Oz. And I'm singing
Yeah,
if I
we're
only
up.
had a brain. And you don't have a
We're-
heart.
We're out to see the wonderful Wizard
The
of
Wizard
Oz.
of Oz. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
And
You know that.
sorry, the black light is flying as there. Okay. All right. So as you guys cross over the chasm, both you in the air and on the bridge, you guys all notice how the air grows unnaturally cold. Each of you can see your breath fogging, despite the Underdark's unusual warmth. In addition, sound seems muffled, as though the world around you, is holding its breath. You won't know that yet. I'll say you don't need a perception roll for this, but I'll say Grolnar and Splug notice this first, and eventually those in the air will notice as well. There are faint traces of black mist that curl up around the edge of the bridge and rise into the air. You still feel that low rhythmic pulse, Grolnar, like a heartbeat beneath the stone, and it seems to permeate from the moment you step on the bridge and even when you get to the center of it.
Like
It's like it's a
80s
constant.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
So that's all you get by going halfway. Are you guys going to fly the rest of the way over? Now that scared you, right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, so you two are going to walk up to the door,
Yep.
and the rest of you are
That's
going to
where
kind of
we're headed,
hover
yeah.
over the door.
Little behind them, a little to the side.
Okay. All right, let's see here. On the
Slug's
adventurers,
gonna knock and yell, Mary Kay.
are you really?
No.
Okay.
Jehovah's Witness.
Let's see,
Shark.
what do you notice here?
Let the light of Lathander enter you.
I'm a dolphin, ma'am.
You will see there are strange sigils carved into the face of the door.
Can I read them? Arcana check.
Sorry,
I'm trying to see if it
what?
tells me what language they're in, to see if you want to do that first before you cast something.
It
No,
says
no.
it
It
says
said it-
no flyers, no soliciting.
You said sigils. I assumed it wasn't language, or I thought it was magical in nature. I was gonna do an
But it
arcana
might
check.
be. I'm just saying. First, I
Oh,
wanted to
you're
see
looking.
if it was in a certain language. Okay, I see what
Okay.
language it's supposed to be in. So yeah, you can definitely make Arcana check if you want, to see if you can decipher anything more from it.
To you or to everyone else?
Whisper it to me.
Let go. Guys, I'm pretty sure it says no deliveries after 5.
Let's see here.
Can the rest of us see,
Oh,
determine
here,
what
hold
language
on.
it is?
I'll throw this in too, Brian.
Hold on,
so I
one
have it.
person at a time. I heard shit. Grolnar talk first. Grolnar, what were you asking?
Sorry, can we all see what language it is? Do any of us know the language?
Let me look at your character sheets. I'm pretty sure nobody knows this language.
Okay.
Everybody knows the language of love, Brian.
Is it Lebanese?
Oh, it's Albanian.
Oh, I knew Lebanese.
Oh,
I just threw
I
guys.
was gonna say, does David know how to read Albanian?
I remember from Cheers
oh no, not really.
that Albania borders on the Adriatic.
That river,
That's a
peninsula, or sea?
callback to Cheers.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
I have comprehend languages. So I would like to know whether or not Rezel was able to figure out what it said, and if he isn't, then I will ritually cast comprehend languages to read
I'll
what's
tell
on
you
the
as soon
door.
as he tells me.
And Slug has Google Translate.
But
That
I'm
is comprehend
almost
language.
through all of your languages, so hold on.
But it takes 10 minutes to do.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
I should have known this. Blacklight. You can
Great,
read
can
it.
just read it, of course.
You can read it, and I'll say Grolnar, you can make out parts of it. It is a dialect of Dwarven, but Blacklight, you recognize it as it's a Duergar Undercommon.
Oh,
Ah.
then
So it's
I
kind of like
I
a
read it
dialect
to-
of Dwarvish, but it's more Undercommon than it is Dwarvish. So Grolnar, you like to recognize like letters, but you can't make out the words, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, so since you can read it, because
to
Rezel
everybody.
failed his Arcana check,
Really?
you did. Let me
With
go
that
back and
roll?
look at it. Yeah,
With the guidance?
with the guidance.
Damn. I think the biggest thing is nobody touch it.
These are not necessarily magical in nature, but it's basically a warning saying to not enter. Keep what is trapped here, trapped inside.
Oh, I see. Don't dead enter inside.
So
Sorry, I
we
just
need
now
to
saw
find a
Black
place
Light's
that says.
thing in chat. Albania is a made-up language?
It is for Spanish people, right?
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right, so you determine that the base of the sign says, do not enter, leave what is trapped inside, trapped here. What do you guys want to do with that information?
Oh, what do you guys think about that backtracking thing?
Like
Yeah.
from the map I see here, we could just maybe go that way.
So do we really are going to turn back because there is a sign that says "Do not enter"?
Can we
I'm
go
just throwing
around?
it out there.
I mean,
I'm
what are we,
just trying to-
criminals?
Okay, okay.
This is somebody
We
else's
can go-
property.
We can go around by backing up, backtracking to the Y in the road, and going the other direction.
Yeah, this door over here
Or-
doesn't exist, Anthony.
Or we can go through. Either one. I'm good with either. I'm just suggesting. So
Well, does this go through to the other way?
I want to know, like, from Blacklight, if he knows like the area and we're in the Underdark here. Like, are we about to break into your cousin's house here, or like maybe we should like? It's not very polite. Are
And
we
maybe
criminals?
this just dead ends
Or-
somewhere?
Or is
Do-
this
do I know something?
good? Is this something good restrained by something evil? Yeah,
Oh.
Blacklight, do you know what's going on?
I don't know. Brian, do I know something about the architecture style or something? Can I know if who constructed this, if they are draw or not?
Yeah,
Or
I'll let Blacklight or Gronar give me a history check. Gronar, you can do it with advantage to see if you
Okay.
can discern the reason or make. Okay, Gronar, you definitely know this is of Duergar origin. You can see the handiwork here is not dwarven. Duergar tend to be more angular and use a lot more black obsidian stone than typical dwarven clans do. So this is definitely of Duergar origin.
what's more evil than a Duergar?
Right? Something good.
Like, so
Something good would be evil to a Durgar. I think.
I think we're nuts to think that, but sure.
Or this thing's super, super evil that even Durgar don't like it.
That's what I was saying.
Okay. Well, whichever one we think it is, let's make our decision and get out of here or stay. We want to roll the dice on that?
No, I
No,
think
I'm-
everybody votes. Let's just make our decision. Are we going through this door or are we backtracking?
Right. Okay.
I'm for going through the door.
I know that we have better things to do here, but I'm dying to know what is inside.
Oh my god.
Okay,
You know,
so
I'm not
I
very
hear
smart.
2-4. All right, I'll go for it. That's 3. Let's go.
Bryn, I see what you put. You whispered to me, and that's noted. You can whisper to me the relative
Okay,
check
I
for
will.
that if you would like. And I will answer you only if it becomes pertinent.
Yep, I get it.
All right.
All right. So what are you guys doing? I was reading Bryn's question. So what are we doing next?
I think we all
Let's go
voted
for
and we're going through
Yep.
the door. 3,
Well,
4.
at least 3 of us voted. I don't know what.
I'm
Rob
floating around, I'll
voted.
go.
Okay. It's
I didn't
unanimous.
vote. I was typing.
Oh, sorry. Vote.
Well, you've already got an overwhelming majority.
Yeah.
What's my vote going to do?
Yeah, we
I
got
know, but I
4.
want to know. Would you have gone for it? That's all.
Well, we'll tell you.
Are you
after.
under
You,
duress?
you have a,
We'll tell
but
you. after.
if you have a different argument, we can hear you.
No, I'm busy doing the thing that I was doing. I was not participating in the conversation.
So Granar or
Okay.
Splug? You're going up to the door and doing what? Just gonna try to open it.
Growlar's
Slug's
a
got the
small
hero
guy.
AC. Speaking of which, does anybody have a repair spell they could help a fella out?
Mending, you mean?
Let me check.
That one. Yep.
Oh, you're talking about your armor. Yeah, hold on. I never gave you your answer on that. So, let's see.
I don't
It
know what
says in
my
here.
question was.
No, I have nothing that can help you.
Nobody's got mending, really?
What?
Okay.
No.
It's not a warlock spell.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think I could switch over mending, but did I have it now? I don't think I did. Let me see.
Yeah, that's going to require like a blacksmith shop and blacksmith tools to repair.
Yeah, it's not put it back together. It just melted out a piece. It's gone.
Growlino's got blacksmith and tools, I think. And proficiency.
But
Got
no
just
heat
sword
Now you just
instead.
got to find a blacksmith shop.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
No,
Let's
no.
go.
What does he need?
It's a blacksmith
I can't-
shop.
I was like, I cast a fireball. Heats it up. He doesn't even have to take it off. It'll heat up while he's wearing it.
All right, back to my original question. Is it Gralnar or Splug's trying to open the door?
Slug is. He's going to
I've
look
asked
for
that question 8 times. You finally got an answer.
Try
All right,
again.
so just looking at the door, there are no handles on the outside, so this obviously needs to be like pushed in to open, and you can tell just by touching it that it's locked, sealed. It's not going to open without some other means.
Slug's going to look at the door and he's going to look at it and go, "Open sesame?" Does it open?
Silence.
There any is there any keyholes? Is there anything at all?
You give me a perception roll, Splug.
Okay. To you?
Yes.
Okay. Might have rolled it twice. Didn't mean to.
Nope, I only see it once. No, you don't see any keyholes. No way. It looks like this door was designed to be pushed inward to open.
Okay. Growlithe, do you want to try together and push it open?
You haven't been able to do it yourself?
I haven't tried. Two of us
Okay.
try, we'll do better.
So one
Fair
of you
enough.
with
Let's do
advantage, or both of you guys roll one. It's up to you.
I'll go with an advantage. Is athletics or
Yep.
Athletics. That's fine.
I'll do it with
And
advantage then.
Guidance. Yeah.
Nice.
Use that guidance. Yeah.
Let me go back and double check what the DC
By the way,
was.
this guidance comes in the form of push, you hairy oaf.
No, what it is he slapped my ass cheek, and it motivated me and whipped like a horse, pushing harder.
All right, so this is a heavy stone door, Splug. But it does budge. And as the heavy stone door grinds open with a groan that echoes into silence, a wave of cold, stale air rushes out, thick with the scent of dust, rusted iron, and old death. Are you going to continue to push the door all the way open?
Slug looks over at Growlnar and says, "It smells like Duragar farts. Shall we proceed?" Growlnar, asking you a question? Okay, then I'll give her
Let's
another
go.
shove. Give her another shove.
Okay, Splug and Gralnar are going in unison in first, correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yep. Because we're the ones pushing.
All right, you guys continue to push the groaning heavy doors open, and you finally get a glimpse of what's inside. Inside, the chamber is roughly 25 feet square, carved with mathematical precision from the stone of the cavern wall. The architecture is unmistakably Duragar, utilitarian, angular, and built to last an eternity. The walls are carved with faded runes, many of them cracked or defaced, their meanings lost to time. Iron sconces, once holding ever-burning torches, now flicker faintly or stand dark. The air is dry, but beneath it lingers a faint, almost metallic tang. Not fresh blood, but the memory of it. In the center of the chamber lies a stone altar, its surface blackened by old fire or magical backlash. Around it are the skeletal remains of 4 Duergar, still clad in blackened, rusted plate armor.
Ooh,
Their
is it better than
weapons,
Growlnar's?
they are blackened and rusted. Their weapons, great axes, war picks, and a long Duergar forged spike are scattered nearby, some buried in shattered bone. It's clear they died facing each other, not an external foe. The positions of their bodies, their shattered helms, and dried black smears across the floor all tell the same story. They killed each other. The far wall is scratched over with messages in Dwarvish, etched into the stone with trembling hands. I'm
Does it
assuming
say red rum?
someone's going to walk over there and examine those. I'll resolve that in a second. In the back corner, half buried under dust and debris, lies a small iron box. And I'm done with my read aloud text.
Cool. Slug will go look at the text on the walls. Does it say red rum?
It's in Dwarvish. Can Splug read Dwarvish?
Nope.
Dwarvish or Duergar?
These are in Dwarvish and Duergar is kind of a dialect. I guess
Like
technically this should have
American
been
and
Duergar. I don't know why it says Dwarvish. It should be Duergar that these are etched
like-
in.
It's like Canadian and American. It's so close.
Yeah.
Eh?
If it's that
Very-
close,
It's very close,
Growlnar
eh?
can read it.
Well, again, Grana, you can read the letters. You just can't make out the words. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
we need our buddy Blacklight.
Yeah, I take a look.
So Blacklight is now
but
joining
it-
inside. Right?
Yep.
Or all of you guys inside?
Yep.
You know what? Once we're all inside, Growlnar will insist that we close this door just in case we don't make it out.
Alright, whoever's going to be inside the room, just place yourself down here on the door. How about that? If you're staying outside, you can leave your token where you are.
Perfect.
Sure.
I'm gonna dismiss Tosho for a while. I don't want to be in trouble.
Okay, so Tosho's staying outside. So is Bryn and Bonana.
No, I'm just going to dismiss with as a bonus action. I will bring it back if I.
Oh,
need it.
dismiss him. Okay. Alright, Rob, you and Bonana staying outside?
Yeah, we'll stay outside, but just outside the threshold of the door.
Okay, you just want to keep an eye on them. I don't know what I'm
Yep.
assuming.
I
Okay.
want to keep an eye on what's going to come in behind everybody and kill you all.
Okay. Alright, so inside Blacklight, I'm assuming they're going to point you to the Duergar writing on the wall. And you can read 3 fairly clear statements or sentences. One says, "The gate dreams." And I'll put these in chat in a second. The second one says, "It whispers when we sleep." And the last one says, "If the bridge falls, all is lost." And I'll put those in chat for you now.
And if your aunt were your uncle, there'd be another man in the family. Is there any other doors or exits or anything in this room?
Let's see.
It's just the little black box, which probably holds some demon's soul that's going to come and make us kill each other. It's just a thought.
Right. But
Well,
Growlnar's built for
They
this
all killed
shit,
each other,
so we're
so you guys will be able to see who the strongest of you is.
cool.
Other than what I described, being the sconces on the wall, the altar in the middle of the room, the half-buried iron box in the back of the room, there's no other windows or apparent exits to this.
Can somebody detect magic in this room? Do what they gotta do?
Yeah, I can do that, I think.
You know what? I could
I can
probably
do that.
step out because this isn't a job for a fighter, and maybe somebody else with some magical skill could do
Oh,
something.
Ronald-
I don't know.
One more obvious thing that you have noticed: as soon as you stepped off the bridge right here, that thrumming heartbeat, I guess, sense that you had,
Yeah.
stopped when you got to the stairs.
Okay.
It's only when you're on the bridge when you felt that.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
All right, so what are we doing, fellas?
I can detect magic as part of one of my feats. Except it's not showing up right now, but I have detect magic as a
Okay,
feat.
and that has, I think, was it 30 or 60 feet? Just verify for that for
Uh,
me. What's the radius is on that?
Detect magic. Detect magic. Come on, open.
30 feet.
Up to 30 feet. Yep.
Okay, 30
Slug's gonna
feet. Go ahead.
step out with Growlnar, and Gary's gonna go take a pee.
Okay.
So
All right, so if you cast Detect Magic, you're in the room inside. It was 25 feet square. So I'm assuming you kind of walk around a little bit. So several things
If I
ping.
walk,
Yeah.
If I
Several
walk 10
things
feet forward, I
ping
get
for
pulled
you.
in.
First one on my list here. And Detect Magic reveals to you the School of Magic, correct?
Yeah, so it does. So first off, I sense any such effects, and I take the magic action to see a faint aura around it. And if the effect was created by a spell, I learn the spell School of Magic.
Okay. All right, so one of these things doesn't tell me the school of magic it is, so I'm gonna give you a little bonus information. So the bridge, you're picking up a necrotic and some kind of planar energy tethered to this bridge, and the
Like as in,
supports and the
like as in
supports everything.
a wood planer,
Exactly. Yes. No.
a planner.
Sorry, the Canadian way to say it, planar.
Okay.
Plantar fasciitis.
Hold on, I'm inside the room. Let's see.
You said several pings.
You are picking up a necrotic aura around that small iron box in the back. Let me see if there's anything else here. Among the rusted weapons, you're also picking up, I'll just say a magical aura, because I don't know what school of magic this is. On one of the, is it still rusted?
Damn it.
I gotta find it. On one of the swords of the skeletons that is impaled into another skeleton. I can't find the text, but it's got some kind of a magical aura to it. But I just can't remember if it's still rusted or not. Oh,
Okay.
here it is. Hold on. I found it. Yeah, it says the rusted sword hums with latent magic.
Let's say it's usually enchanted if it does some sort of effect. Just saying. But it only says no. It only says identify it if if it's from a spell.
I'm gonna say none of these are really spells per se.
Oh, are these Dwargar guys humanoids?
I'm sorry, say again?
Are these guys that kill each other, the skeletons, humanoids?
They were Duragar. So are Duragar humanoid? Probably. Let me look them up real quick. I know what you're wanting to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring some help to get that box without danger, but with these kind of guys,
I'm looking them up real quick.
if possible.
They are humanoid. So you're going to try to animate these dead?
Yes.
He's rebuilding his army.
Blacklight, give me a wisdom check. Whisper it to me.
Okay, I'm not really wisdom wise. I think. But, whisper, right?
Yes.
I will. Can I add the guidance?
I'm gonna say no because this is just whether or not you would know something extra. It's not really. Oh, you get a save.
Okay.
Is your +4 the same on a check versus a wisdom save? If you just
Arcana,
click on
you mean?
wisdom, is it?
Yeah, I click on wisdom. Sorry, you said wisdom, right? Or you meant arcana?
No. You click on the actual wisdom word in your character sheet.
Yeah, I did.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you sound like you're in a can, but we hear you.
Cell phone. So
Because he is in a can.
Oh.
yeah, I'm on my cell phone on speaker. So
Oscar the Grouch.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. With that wisdom check, there's always a possibility that. Oh, fuck, how can I say this without just actually giving it away? How about this? You're not so sure a wisdom check. You're not so sure reanimating these may be the smartest thing to do. Let's put it that way.
Oh, really? But if I reanimate them, they are under my control, as the spell says. If I cannot reanimate it, is another thing. But
Yeah, you're not so sure animate dead on these is a good idea. So do with that information what you would like.
okay, I share with my friends and ask for advice. I share my idea and then let him know what I know. Them know. What should I do? What should I do? I have a bad feeling, but I don't know why.
sorry guys, I missed most of that. So you guys make a decision. I'm good with it.
All right.
What do you guys want Blacklight to do?
I mean, if it says he gains control of it, but
But do I have an idea of why it cannot be a good idea?
Nope. A wisdom check is just that, whether or not you think it's a smart idea or not.
Okay, I'm not really smart, but okay, I'm gonna not do it.
Okay, so you're not going to cast Animate Dead, correct?
Yes, I don't. I'm scared right now.
Okay. All right, let me scroll back up then. What else you guys doing in here then?
Groundlar's
Sorry,
already
Take
done
the
in
box.
there. He doesn't have anything to do with that thing. It's like that crypt that got him
Sorry,
possessed.
I missed a bunch. Did we sense anything in the black box?
No one has said anything about the black box yet. Just the black light was contemplating casting Animate Dead on the Duergar skeletons in the room.
Oh, bad idea.
Well, I don't think it's a bad idea because they would come under his control. So it doesn't really matter if you wanted to Blacklight. You could animate them if you don't have any other. If you want a bunch of little pygmy dwarfs running around, that's totally cool.
Wow.
Yeah, so they I can send them if I can control them.
Right, that's what I'm
to...
saying. If they're expendable, then absolutely. Bonana's not expendable because she's special. But if that's what you want to do, then by all means, it's not a bad thing if you do it. I don't know how many you can animate at one time with that spell, though. I think you can only animate one of them at a time.
No, I can animate 5 of them because it's a 5-level spell. I upcast it. It's
or can you
level
maintain control over 5 of them over time, but it only raises 1 at a time?
No. It's at higher levels you animate. Let me copy. Here. Since I cast it as a level 5 spell, It's
You animate control over 2 additional
four-
undead
four.
for each spell level. Okay, so that's cool. So by all means do that, and then we can all stand back and have them recreate the battle that
box.
killed them all in the first place. By
good
opening
idea.
the iron box, maybe.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna follow the advice of a warlock that is much more smart than I am. So I try. So I do it.
So is that a 1 minute cast or is that instantaneous? 1 minute.
Yes, it's
Oh.
1 minute cast.
Okay.
I just
All right.
realized, Brian,
Yes.
I'm also proficient in Dwarvish.
Proficient in
Dwarvish.
what?
Dwarvish.
Okay.
Oh, for the languages earlier. I just noted.
Now, I already put in the chat what those things scrawled onto the walls were. Are we trying to get something else out of that?
Oh no, just of notice. Sorry.
All right, so you guys are watching as Blacklight starts to cast Animate Dead. It takes a minute to cast. Splug and Gron are out here on the edge of the bridge. Blacklight, Rezel, you still in the room with Blacklight?
I mean, I identified
Yeah,
all the magic
just-
things to everybody, right? There was the 3 things:
Close to the door. Yes, I am.
the sword piercing the dudes, the necrotic box, and the bridge itself. Was there anything else, Brian?
As far as detect magic?
30
Yeah,
feet. You said it's a 25-foot room.
Yeah, I haven't read anything else so far that is magical, so I think that's it.
Yeah. So after identifying, I would have probably backed up a bit. if he's doing his ritual, I'm not gonna stand right there.
Are you moving outside the building or
I'll be at the doorway. I'm not gonna be outside. I'll be.
at the doorway?
Yeah.
Alright, so Blacklight, as you start the incantation to raise dead, before the minute is up, Blacklight, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, and Rezel, you as well, but you get it with advantage.
A wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god.
At advantage.
Is something provoked by a humanoid?
Public or to you?
Whisper them to me. What was your question, Blacklight?
If the save is provoked from something humanoid, I will have advantage. If not, I don't know.
Okay.
If the origin of the
You will not have it at advantage.
okay, is public or to you?
Whisper it to me.
This is interesting.
Oh, I'm gonna use my luck.
To you, whisper.
Hopefully I'm keeping
Second
track
luck.
of this correctly.
Yes.
I broke it.
Oh my god. I'm gonna use my third luck.
Here's
What
another
the
luck.
fuck is this? Yeah, my last one. Here we go. Oh, yes.
Okay, so with that
I look at them
success,
wisely.
Give me 1 second. I broke mine apparently. I wonder if I can do something about this. Wisdom, you said, right?
with advantage for you since you're at the doorway. Okay. All right, so let's see here. You guys both briefly hear like incomprehensible whispers in your mind for a split second, but you're able to shut them out. And at the end of your animate dead spell, how many are you going to try to raise?
4. There are 4, right? I can do 5, but there are only 4, right?
Correct.
Okay. Put them 4.
As you finish the incantation, you can see the skeletons start to move, but instead of standing up, they all crumble into dust as the chamber fills with anguished wails in Dwarvish or Duergar speak. So Grolnar, I guess both you and Blacklight would probably recognize it, maybe understand what they're saying, but just
And me?
over and over again saying the same things over and over again. You want me to whisper to you what they're saying, or go ahead and put it out in the open?
I'm gonna share with everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mix between fools, traitors, defilers, grave robbers. You hear several other things, and I'll just start putting these one by one in chat. More coming. More coming. Hold on, I think there's more in another spot. I gotta find it. One last one.
Anybody know what the Ashbound Watch is?
Say what?
Anybody here proficient in history?
Nope.
Nope. History's a mystery.
History is a proficiency for me.
Yeah, but this is not stone cunning. So, Gronard, you can give me a history check since you are dwarven.
Okay. Whisper?
Yeah, whisper it to me.
Oh, I'll use a luck. Oh, I'll use another luck. I'll use my final fucking luck.
Holy shit, bye.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
what
how
do
it
you-
always goes for me. I use up my lucks like 3 in a row.
Okay, so what does that do for you? Let's see here.
Makes me not suck.
You've heard, like, I'll say this is like a wet nurse tale. Like, you're not sure if it was just made up stories or if there was any fact in this. You've heard stories of, you're not sure if it was dwarvish in nature or maybe it was Duergar origin, of an ancient faction. Sorry, I'm trying to find the actual words here. Ancient faction that fought against... Oh, okay, here it is. Yeah, this was an ancient faction of Duergar that were actually they weren't whatever the normal Duergar god is. I'm drawing a blank on what it is, and it doesn't tell me. This faction of Duergar actually broke away from them, not necessarily from like a purely worshiping standpoint, but they broke away from their god for other reasons to gain them other advantages against undead. And they were famously or infamously maybe known to worship Lathander, and there was another good god. I'm trying to find the word.
Xander.
Baphomet?
Yeah.
A good one? Baphomet?
Then I heard Lathander.
That's right, Lathander, and there's another one. As soon as I find it, I will share it with you. But there was two good gods that they kind of, I wouldn't say feigned religious tribute to, but two of them they partnered with in order to give them extra benefits fighting against the undead. Go with that until I find what the other freaking god was.
Lathander giving me some extra
Enemy of
bennies.
my enemy is my friend.
I'm gonna hit up a prayer. Extra bennies. Maybe this is like an old sore spot for old Laffy. He gonna be like, yeah, you know what? Take care of that for me. Some unfinished business.
All right, so at this point, if you guys want to investigate further, this is where another skill challenge is going to come into play. And again, I think, yeah, the scroll, it's got suggestions for each one of you guys. Unless there's something else you want to do in this room, or investigate, or destroy.
I could do it. We could do another skill challenge. I'm up for that.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Do some more
Okay.
investigating?
Yeah, why not?
Skill challenges are the name of the game in 4E.
Investigate. Let's investigate.
All right.
Okay, who would like to go first? And I'll give you what this thing is suggesting for.
I'll go first.
I'll go first.
Oh, you called it, Bryn.
Or if you guys want, we can roll initiative. We can go in that order. It's up to you guys.
Oh, let Bryn go. Then I'll go
I'll go
second.
first.
Okay, Bren. So let me find yours.
No, I don't want to go first. Okay, I'll go first.
How about now?
Okay. No. Yes.
Okay. Maybe?
Yeah.
TP.
Fuck.
Oh, now I don't want to go first. He swore.
No, because there's something else you guys haven't done yet. And this is
Oh, I'm
tied
gonna
to
do that.
tied to that.
Brent's gonna do that thing.
All right. Without having you guys roll a wisdom check, there was one more magic item in this room that no one said anything about,
What
did anything to, or with.
The box.
Well, there was a. Did the detect magic detect it?
Yes.
It was the box that had a necrotic thing, the sword that had some sort of aura on it, and the bridge that they walked across.
Correct.
So the sword I figured was when they did that animate thing. I don't know if anything happened because you said it was stabbed through it. You never said anything happened with it, and nobody touched the box that was necrotic. Did
What's
anything
in the
happen with
box? What's in the box?
the sword? Yeah,
Can I
no,
examine?
but
Yeah.
fine.
If I know that it's necrotic, Brian, I missed that. Bryn would go over and have a pretty damn good look at it.
Just a look at it, or interaction with it?
She's gonna cast Identify on it.
And she licked the lock. To lick the lock.
All right.
Stick
So
a pink
Bryn
in
is
there.
now in the room, correct?
Yep.
And so is Rezel and Blacklight.
I was at the door. Quick question.
Yeah,
what
but
happened to that
I'm
sword
at the door.
note?
I'm I'm inside, but in the door, close to the door.
Can we mage hand this thing?
I don't have to. I don't have to touch it to identify it. It's that spell is sort of reading
I
its
know.
aura and whatnot.
Blood's peeing off the bridge into the void.
I'll picture a mage hand and just yeet the box right off the side. You.
You got the diabetes there, Splug. You do a lot of peeing.
He does. He's got the diabetic.
It looks like he's peeing Monster Energy drink.
Mhm.
All right. So Bryn, you're going to cast Identify on as a ritual. I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody doing anything else while Bryn's doing this? Blacklight and Rezel, you're staying at the door entrance, correct?
Correct.
I'm assuming at this point no one's flying anymore because it was a 10-minute spell. I'm assuming, or is it 1 hour? I forget.
I'm not. Let me see.
That was
Sounds
more
like
a question
it's
for
only-
Bryn.
It's only been 5 minutes.
I fly, but mine is not on spell. But let me check the duration. I think
What's the duration on your
Uh,
spell fly,
the-
Bryn?
10 minutes. 10 minutes only.
I think it's 10 minutes, but let me just double check.
Yeah, mine is 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. So at this point, no one's flying unless you're going to cast it again.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So as you finish
Save my
identifying,
action.
I'm sorry. What,
Save
Rezel?
my action. I'm gonna hold an action.
What are you holding? And what's your trigger point?
If those doors start to close, I don't want to stay in here. So, dodge, duck, jump, whatever,
Oh,
dash.
so you're holding your action to basically get the fuck out if the door starts to close, right?
I'm also gonna say I don't think that's a good idea to mess with that to Bryn. Yeah, that's it.
I think we are past that way.
Oh yeah.
Blood
just
goes.
saying.
Blood goes. You can do it.
All right. So Bryn, here's what you discern after casting Identify on this as a ritual. It's not necessarily something that has a magical. Well, I guess it does have a magical effect. You get the strong feeling that whatever is inside that box is somehow tied to a soul or a spirit. That
Oh.
whoever holds that will either bring forth or have a telepathic link with some kind of a soul or a spirit.
M-I-M-I-C, M-I-M-I-C, and Mimic was his name, oh.
No, not by that description.
That's a touch it and become one.
With Bryn's sort of knowledge of souls and being around Raven souls all the time, is there anything more advanced she gets off this?
You will get the sense with your Identify spell and your tie to the Raven Queen. There is a spirit tied to this thing that has not moved on. Is that kind of what you're going with? Or going for?
Yeah.
I hope. Okay.
Yeah. So I share that with the group, and then I ask the group if there is anybody that wants to hold it because it might help us.
Like the item or the box?
The box. It's the
Yeah,
box.
the box itself is not the magic. It was the thing inside of it that was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a connection, right?
And I say that because I say to the group, because I do have. Oh, that should not have done it like that. I say to the group because I remind the group that we can do this.
Oh, nice.
Slug's willing to hold it.
We said it's undead. That's yeah. That's a thing.
I'm a team player.
Any objections?
I'd say you do the spell first and then pick up the box.
Of course.
Okay.
Because it also keeps you from being charmed, frightened, or possessed by anything that's by whatever's in there.
If we
can't
put
be
it in the
frightened.
bag of holding, will it be safe in there?
Or
Okay.
Well, I'm guessing, Don,
Okay.
that
Can you
this is
guys
going
not
to
hear
play
me?
the part in getting.
I hear you,
us
Gary.
to-
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead, Bren. I just want to answer Gary.
Well, Gary, you just kept saying, "I'll hold it. I'll hold it. I'll hold it." So, before you hold it, let's work it out first.
yeah, open the box while over the bridge. If we don't like it, yeet.
Oh, I mean, Gary's holding it. He could yeet it over the whatever.
Yeah, but like if he's protected.
However you want to do it. I'll cast protection from evil and good on Gary on Splug, and then we'll let it pan out.
All right.
Ryan really
So
wants us to open this box.
who is in the room? Because this box is at the back wall inside this room. So Splug is obviously going in the room. I'm assuming Blacklight and Rezo are holding their position at the edge still.
See what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I did say
But-
my recommendation is he carries the box out and opens it. If it's
That's
no
Splug's
good,
decision.
eat it. Yeah,
But-
that's my recommendation.
I'm still inside the. Sorry.
One at a time. Splug, you go first.
Slug is going to suggest to Bryn, after she casts this on him, everybody leave the room, and I'll open the box and grab the item.
Okay. And Blacklight,
Right,
what were you
but I'm
saying?
gonna-
The box.
I'm gonna ask Splug why. I mean, it might be a good idea, but why?
For your safety.
What are you concerned about?
We have no idea what this thing is. And we open it up and it's a bigger problem, then you guys can help me from a distance.
Well, I'm always going to be a little bit away. Like that's just obvious. But
Okay.
I don't know that you want Gralnar to be far away from you because you're going to want him to come in to help.
Yeah, but out of the room. You guys can be at the doorway. That's my suggestion. So, everybody
Yeah,
choose what you want to do, but
How
Growlnar
many-
was possessed once. He's a little shy.
He can't. Gary can't. Splug can't be possessed by this thing.
Yeah.
But I get it. But I get it, Gralnar. You might want to stand out of range so that you don't.
like,
so that
I'm hoping
it doesn't jump to you instead of him.
I'm hoping it's a gold armband.
No, that's a different game, Gary.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Hold on.
Brent, are you staying inside or are you moving out?
I'll be on the threshold. I'm always at range.
Only 2 of you guys can stand at the threshold. There's not enough room for 2 of you standing up side by side, so the rest have to be
Well,
further
that's
out.
if we're standing in the doorway, but
Right.
but Gralnar could be just inside the doorway, ready to strike ready to burst into action as
I'm with you.
the
That's why I'm
dwarf
asking.
often does. This bursting skills.
This may be important where you're standing. That's why I'm asking.
All right.
So, Grunnar, are you going into the room?
Yep. If that's where I'm needed, that's where I'll be. I'll be right on the inside door.
Ren, you're on the outside, and so is Bonanna, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, Splug, you step into the room. Gralnar, are you side by side with Splug as he goes in there, or are you staying back at just inside the doorway?
5 foot from him, I guess.
Okay, right next to Splug is 5 foot.
All right, but in quartering to his rear.
I'm glad I got you guys so paranoid. All right, Splug, you walk in. You reach down and grab the box. Yes.
Yep, you betcha.
Okay. Let's see. What do you see with the box? It was covered in dust before. Let's see here. What on the outside of it does it look like? It appears like a plain, mundane, steel-bound box. Let's say roughly 6 inches by 6 inches by about 4 inches deep. Doesn't appear to be any kind of a lock on it. It's like you could easily just flip the lid open if you wanted to.
Okay,
What are you doing with it?
I'm gonna open it slowly like Indiana Jones opened the Ark.
Okay.
I'm saving a reaction for a spell, Brian, instead of a jumping out.
What are you doing, Rezo? I'm sorry.
Instead of to dash, I would save my action to cast. Is it a spell? It's kind of a spell.
You're holding this spell to cast if what happens?
If like I don't know, somebody gets possessed or like some freaky hand starts flying around starting to grab people or something.
Okay, is this a cantrip?
It's something we talked about that I can do for crazy. I don't know if you remember it, but we talked about it.
Right, but I'm just saying if you're holding an action to cast a spell, that spell will be expended whether you cast it or not.
It's not a spell.
Okay, all right, we'll resolve that then when it comes up.
Yeah,
All right,
it's
Splug.
not
The box opens with a slow hiss of stale air and age-bound pressure. And as you completely flip the lid open, nestled inside, wrapped in an ancient dark cloth, is a medallion. A disc of obsidian veined with dull crimson, etched with the image of a hammer striking a flaming skull.
That's right up Splug's alley.
The torches
Cool.
in the room dim. Dust in the room begins to swirl upward. And the air in the room seems to tighten. And from the shadows, near the altar, a deep voice, worn and cracked like stone, growls in Duergar, which I guess Blacklight, you're the only one that can truly understand Duergar, correct?
I can.
Oh no, you were Undercommon, not Duergar, right?
Yeah, my language is Undercommon. But-
Right. Oh, that's right, because Duergar speak Undercommon. I think that's why I get my things mixed up. I don't think Duergar is a language. Let me look it up real quick. If Duergar speak Duergar or they speak Uncommon? I think I'm screw myself up. I think Duergar speak Undercommon. If I could spell it right. How you spell Duergar? D-U. There it is. Let's see. Duergar speak. Dwarvish and Undercommon. Okay, so I stand corrected. It's Undercommon. So yes, Blacklight. I believe the only one that speaks Undercommon. Is that correct, everybody?
I believe so.
Sure.
Got 4 languages, and that isn't one of them.
So Blacklight, you mean to say it out loud? What you hear them saying?
Common. I speak common,
And we're
and I could
underground.
go
Yeah.
below a table.
Hey, why don't you go
speak
fly under that bridge real quick and see what happens?
I'm gonna read it aloud, and when you hear me reading in Undercommon, you realize that I lost my accent.
All right, so I'll just say it out loud. It says, "Why have you disturbed the Ashbound Watch?" This is in Undercommon. "Speak your purpose, and hope it justifies the weight of our now disintegrated bones." And this is where the skill checks start.
Oh, sheet.
Okay. Let's skill the shit out of him.
Right. Okay.
So,
Are you waiting for us to answer, or
who wants to go first?
Bryn had said first before, but that's Bryn's call. If not, I'll go first.
Okay.
No, go for it. Go for it, Gary.
Splug will go first. He's holding the medallion or the box.
Okay, the suggested skill for Splug here is Intimidation.
Oh hell yeah!
Forcing the truth. Splug slams his fist against his chest and says, "Enough riddles, ghost. Tell us what waits in that pit, or I'll drag you back to it myself." How about that?
Woo!
Roll me an intimidation check. Whisper it to me. And you get to add your strength modifier to that.
That's 5 more.
Okay. All right then. You hear the voice return to you. Actually, you guys would all hear this. Oh shit, can he understand your language? Fuck, he doesn't say that. So I'm going to say yes. So at this point, I'm going to make it easy. He's going to switch to common, since you guys are all dumb common speakers. Says, you fire in you. Good. You'll need it where you're going. I'll answer then at least what I still remember. And I'll start putting this in chat. There's a little bit of a wall of text here. First off, he introduces himself as Thalgrin, Thalgrin, and his voice becomes low, and a spectral form begins to flicker and take shape in front of you. He doesn't meet your eyes. Instead, he stares down at the cracked floor and at the remains of what used to be, you're going to assume, was his skeleton along with his brethren, as if the weight of memory is too much to bear. And he begins to speak again. We call it the wound because it bled into this world, not with blood, but with memory, pain, hunger. I'll pause and copy and paste that last part in here. There's more. Those who peered too close saw a fortress, or a throne, or a mouth, or nothing at all. It was different for each of us, but all agreed on one thing. And he raises a hand and points to the pit. Whatever lies beneath, it remembers. It remembers being opened. It remembers those who passed through. It dreams of the day it opens again, and the names of those it would devour. He then closes his eyes and says, we gave up everything to make it forget. And I'll put all that last little blurb into chat for you. And at that, he turns to look at the others standing at the doorway, and he points a spectral finger in the direction of the black light.
Haha.
And he says, "That one there.
Yeah.
Bring him to me."
Don't do it.
Oh, me?
The one who defiles me and my brethren.
Yeah, Defiler. Shouldn't have done that.
Okay, I'm not afraid of him.
You were the one telling them there'd be no harm.
What? Who was? What?
You said there would be no harm.
I don't think I remember that happening.
Blood for the blood god.
You're gonna make up stories then. Just get out of here.
Hold on one second, guys. I gotta pause.
Blug should have resurrected them. He's done it before.
Blood should have defiled them further.
Don't give any ideas.
Should have peed inside instead of outside.
Skull fuck him.
Put a skull on each shoulder. Ta-da! Armor.
All right, sorry guys, I'm back. All right, so what happened? What are you guys doing?
So you told me something?
Yeah, they pointed at you and says, "Bring that one to me." Are you stepping into it, Blacklight?
Yes, I am. I'm looking into him in the eye.
Okay, let me scroll. To be honest, I wasn't expecting you to walk in. Okay, let's see here. As you step into the room, the wailing, you, Blacklight, hear the wailing. Nobody else hears this. Of hundreds of voices, basically screaming in anguish. Why? Traitor, defiler, all the names you could think of someone that has a very strong hatred towards you right now. And I need you to make another wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh shit.
Okay. If it is something that charm, I have advantage.
Let me just keep reading. Let's see if this is charm.
I don't remember now why.
I'm going to
yes,
say
because
this
I
is
got to-
not charm.
Okay. And also I have the boon of the friend of Spring that give me advantage on frighten, just in case.
Okay.
Okay. There is my wisdom to you or public?
Whisper it to me.
Okay. Here. I don't have any look, so that's my roll.
I'm going to whisper something to you, Blacklight.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay, I sent that to you. Make note of that. And meta knowledge for everybody. This will come up again next time you guys have an encounter.
Ooh.
Oh, Rotro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he says. Great, David.
You got that, Blacklight?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, make
But
note of that.
do I know what? Vale. No, I mean, do I know if it's something from the future, something in my mind? I don't know
This is
anything.
what
Just
you
flow.
believe. This is what you believe to be true.
Okay. I'm gonna try to think about it. I don't say anything.
Okay. And you still hear the wailing to the point where, like, you probably would have trouble hearing anybody speak in this room. It is so loud in your head. How do you react to this, Blacklight? Anything?
I think I'm gonna step a couple of step backs.
Are you still in the room?
Yeah, at the
Okay,
door.
as long as you're in the room,
Okay.
you hear this constant wailing in your ears.
Mm. Okay, I go outside then.
You go back outside?
Yep.
I'm not trying to sway your decision. I'm just making sure you understand what's going on. You can't hardly hear anything. Okay, so you step back out.
Yeah, but I do.
Okay. Who else wants to give me some kind of a skill check?
Gralnar, get his done, if you don't mind.
Okay, Gralnar says history or stone cutting on past incursions. Says Gralnar brushes dust from a wall rune and frowns. And Gralnar says, these markings, I recognize them as ashbound. Oh, look here. This would have been good to know earlier when you did a history roll. My uncle used to tell stories about the Duergar who held the world shut with iron and hate. I thought it was just a myth. Now you can roll me a history stone cutting check, please.
All right. I don't have my stone cunning set up, it appears.
I think it should be history plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay. So that's 15 plus. Proficiency bonus is...
Gotta be like 4 at least right now at this level.
Yeah, 4. So 19
Okay.
total.
Alright,
Thank you.
so you get a reaction from the spirit with that. And it says, not myth, flesh, blood, steel, and madness. It says, it continues on, Orcus tried once before, long before the Corpse King you now face. We stopped it, barely, but gates don't forget where they opened. I'll put that in chat for you. Bryn did the first one.
No, I didn't do any yet.
Oh, Spug did the first one. That's right.
It's my turn.
Okay, Bryn, you going next?
Yeah, I'm going to go next, but I want to tailor this a little bit because I keep hearing the name of Orcus, and it's making Bryn fairly unhappy. So Bryn is going to step forward and say to this spirit creature, whatever it is that we're looking at here, voice, and Bryn is going to say, I've been in these ruins now for a day, and I've heard Orcus's name more often than I should, and once is too much, but several times now, and whatever he's planning, whatever machinations he has that he's trying to bring about needs to be stopped. My queen would not forgive me if I didn't try and beg you to help us in whatever way you can through information or action to help us to end Orcus's plans and defeat whoever he has empowered or transformed with his evil undead ability.
Yeah, so you're trying to make sure I'm understanding what you're going for here. Are you trying to see if this guy knows more about the specific foe you're going to face in Fairverrol? Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get any help he can offer us using sort of a persuasive argument, invoking the queen, while also ensuring that he understands. Because I recognize through the last comment that he did that they've already stopped Orcus once before, and it needs to happen again. And while he doesn't have the physical power to do that, our group me, have the ability to maybe bring that about.
Well, give me a second to read through some of the information I've gotten here. All right, so gonna kind of put some thoughts together in my head. So he tells you that this gate that was once here that is now sealed was brought about by one who was chosen or perhaps forced into subservient by Orcus. And there has been one other breach since then. That one too was staunch, just like this one was, with the seal placed upon it. But he feels that there is whatever seal was on the one after this one has been broken. And Orcus is again bringing forth his horde to take out the living. So, paraphrase that. This was the first, breach. There was a second breach that was sealed up, and now this is the third time that Orcus has breached through to the material plane. It's not this one here is still sealed.
How big is this bridge, Brian?
I think I said it was 60 feet across.
Yeah.
60 feet, you say?
Hold on, let me finish this interaction with Bryn. So, is there any other details you're hoping to get out of that?
No, I don't know that. I don't know that I was hoping to get any specific details. I was just trying to make a case that that we need that any help he could offer to defeat our common enemy would help.
Okay, so what would he offer? I'm thinking forward into the module that what could he offer that's going to be beneficial to you? How about this? He'll tell you the one that Orcus chose as his commander before he could reach his full ascension to whatever commander, lord, sublord, whatever under Orcus could be complete. He had to prove himself by feeding powerful souls to Orcus. And then he points at each one of you and kind of lingers on the black light a little bit longer than the others. He says, souls like yours.
Oh, you want my soul?
So he needs powerful souls to basically rise to the rank that he's wanting to get to in order to be Orcus's chosen.
Okay.
That make sense?
Yep.
Yep.
So I don't think I can give anything
that
else.
That seems very on brand.
Okay. So I don't think I can share anything else without being potentially game breaking.
You said this is a 60-foot length bridge. Can I not just hallow this area? Just saying.
I don't see why you couldn't try.
Touch a point.
I don't want to poo-poo on your intentions here, but he shared with you that this rift was was sealed with the help of Lathander and whoever else that other god was.
Yeah, the Hallow Point is under the effect. The one I would choose would undead can't willingly enter the area and can't come through via any kind of teleportation or teleportation or interplanar travel.
I'm with you. So you can cast it here if you want. I think it takes a while to cast.
Yeah, it's a thought.
All right, any other interactions between Bryn and the spirit?
No, I think I've dug as deep as Bryn's gonna dig.
Okay. I didn't even make you do a check on that, did I?
No, it's because my argument was so captivating.
Well, that's the way it is now. I've already given it away. Gave away the milk
Would you
for
like
free.
Would you like me to roll? Oh, I rolled a 29.
All right, who else?
I think I don't know if anyone else didn't do it. I didn't roll. Let me check.
I need to see Blacklight, and I need to see who else hasn't gone yet?
Wrestle.
Rizzle.
Sure. Let's do it.
Rizzle, you gonna go next?
Sure.
Okay, so let's see what do we got here for Rizzle. Religion check, divine insight. Rizzle kneels beside the altar, tracing a broken room with glowing fingertips, and says, "This was consecrated. I recognize the light. It's faded, but still there. Lathander stood here once, and he stood against darkness. So give me a religion check to see what kind of a reaction you get from the spirit."
Guidance. Let's do that. Where is it at? GM roll. Bing.
You going with that?
I have one singular luck left.
Yep.
Let's do it. Hey, okay, we'll go with that one.
Okay. The response from the spirit says, we were bound by oath and fire. Lathander lit the first seal. Helm forged the anchor. The gods feared what slept below more than they hated each other. So there it was. Helm was the other god. I'll put that in chat for you.
Or helmet.
Two, three, four. Just need one more from the blacklight.
Yep. Let me know.
We go with the recommended one here.
Yep.
Okay, blacklight. Where's the blacklight? Here we go. This is interesting. Performance. Honoring the dead. Oh, this is like you trying to get back into good graces. It makes perfect sense.
After freaking dusting them.
It says the blacklight whispers an old undercommon mourning song, once taught by your house. I'm going to butcher how do you say it. How do you say your house's name? Blacklight.
Pequeño.
Pequeño.
The house pequeño.
Yeah. Once taught by House Pequeño Tutor. And you say, we sing so the forgotten are not lost. Wow, this is like perfect. You're trying to get back in good graces with them. So roll me a performance check, Blacklight. Oh, you already rolled it for me. I see you whispered it to me. Okay. And you watch as the spirit first has kind of like a scowl upon his face as you start to sing. You see the scowl slowly kind of turn to like relaxed eyebrows. And he crosses his arms as you finish the song, and he says to you, "Finally, you honor us. That is rare from your kind. But I remember now the last song we sang before we sealed the door shut." And he says to you again, Blacklight, "Bring him to me."
Any what? Sorry.
He says again, but he's asking you to enter into the room again.
I should be worried or scared, but I'm mainly sad. So I'm gonna go in.
Okay, he ushers you towards him, like next to him. You
Yes.
object, or you?
I'm really sad.
Okay, so you walk
No,
up
no, I
to
don't
him.
object.
Okay, you walk up to him, and he takes one hand, and he holds it out in front of him, like he's gonna press it upon your forehead. Do you resist?
Yeah, I don't resist. I'm really sad. So
Okay.
almost everything.
Okay. As soon as you step into the room, all the wails begin again. Then he places a palm upon your forehead, and the wails kind of dissipate to a point where it's nothing but silence. You can feel yourself being redeemed. That is X number of successes. So you guys don't need to do any more. Let me read this. He ushers all of you into the room. The wails have stopped, and he begins to reveal more information to you guys. He reveals that the bridge is the seal. Confirms Orcus's past incursion, which he did with Bren already. And he grants the Ashbound brand to one PC of your choice.
Your choice, our choice.
Your choice, your group's choice. One of you guys will get a Ashbound brand. I think it's like a either temporary boon or it could be a permanent boon. I won't say until you guys choose.
My only concern is what happens when that player's not, if they're not here.
Slug will take it. Slug's
Like
here.
always here.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I guess
Yeah.
it should be one of the
Yeah,
four main
sounds like-
characters.
That's just like, I don't think I should get it.
Slug has a bunch of tats, so one more doesn't bother him.
Okay.
It's like a brand. It's like
It
he's
is.
branded. He's a cow, so
You don't even remember being a goblin anymore, do you?
Nope.
So far back.
Okay, let me see this. Duration until used once. Oh. Okay, you're wearing plate armor though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he asks you to bare your chest to him.
yeah, I can do that.
Slug takes his pants off. What are you doing? Well, you always start with the pants.
Yeah.
So like a 10-minute ordeal to take your plate armor off, but I'm assuming you're going to do that.
Let me put my pants over by yours.
Let's see here. And as he places a hand over your heart, a ghostly ruin starts to form over your heart, blackened steel in color, glowing faintly. This is a fragment of the oath Ashbound Watch's oath, etched into your soul, he says. And a little verbiage read out loud. It tells you more about the. Oh, I don't do that. Let's reveal this first. The effect. Once, when you fail a death saving throw against necrotic damage, a death blow or effect, or a spell or ability cast by an undead creature, you may choose to succeed instead. You may declare this after rolling, but before the DM narrates the outcome. When used, the brand flares and fades, becoming dormant forevermore. And I'll give you a handout for this,
Sure.
Splug, so you'll have it moving forward. Here, I'll show the players right now. And he goes on more about the gate. Says it was once a gate. Orcus himself spat into the earth before Thrallzon, before Fairvarul. We sealed it. The gods helped, but we were just stonemasons pretending to be wardens. He pauses. He says, "You think your fight is new, huh? You're not stopping a threat. You're finishing a war someone else tried to bury." If you want, I'll put that in the chat if it matters to you.
Cool.
Do you have any other lasting questions for me? Otherwise, leave me and my brethren to rest in peace this place.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't take this boon. I only take quarter damage from necrotic as it is.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't take it too.
Mhm.
Okay, bye.
Okay, anything else in
Uh-huh.
here?
Splug's putting back on his plate.
Okay, if you guys don't ask him any more questions, after a few more minutes of lingering, the spirit slowly starts to dissipate and vanish from your sight.
Cool.
The only thing left emanating any kind of magical aura is that rusted longsword.
Is the medallion still whole?
The medallion. That's a good question. I'm gonna say, yeah, it still holds a that same aura about it.
Mm-hmm. Does it have value worth keeping?
Well, it's not necessarily a question about whether you want to keep it. You know, it's tied to that spirit's soul.
Oh. I'll put it back in the box, close it, and set the box back where it was.
Very nice. Anybody else? Okay, everyone gets an inspiration card for this one.
Do you guys want
Yay.
me to cast Identify on the sword?
Yeah. The Polish? I guess he's not anymore, is he?
That's why I asked you guys had any more questions before you dissipated.
I would like to ask him if what I saw in my visions is gonna be for sure something that is gonna happen.
I mean, the thing you got from your failed wisdom save while you're in there? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
You got the impression when he placed his hand upon your head and the voices subsided that whatever may have afflicted you no longer applies.
So I breath.
Alright, so Brendan, you're gonna cast Identify on that sword, rusted sword.
No, it's sword.
The sword. Is that the Canadian pronunciation?
Yeah, that's definitely the Canadian. You should use that when you're in Canada.
Should. I'll use that while I'm in America. What are you talking about? Okay, let's
They'll
see.
think you're Canadian.
Oh.
Then you'll be tariffed.
You confuse me with the different pronunciation of the same word.
Sorry, David.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. It appears after you cast, shouldn't say appears, after casting Identify, despite the fact it looks like a rusted longsword, it is still a +1 longsword. But nothing else other than just a +1 longsword. But it's just odd that it's a rusted +1 longsword.
I have a question in regards to the rusted plate armor that's there.
Yep.
Is rusted plate armor still better than half melted away plate armor?
I'm gonna say in this case,
integrity by being rusted.
No, I'm gonna say rusted plate armor. If it's not magical, it's gonna be like a negative something to it more than what he's got now.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I tried, man.
Thanks, anyways.
Didn't linger any longer. Do you think about that +1 longsword, +1 rusted longsword?
I think take it and throw it in the bag of holding. And clean it up.
Yeah, if you want, that wouldn't be bad.
Send it to Rick's Restorations in Vegas, have it cleaned up, and then sell it at the Pawn Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get Chumley, you might get extra for it.
Absolutely. He's a sucker for a good sword.
See?
Are you guys gonna take it? Put it in a bag of holding?
Take it back.
Why not?
Did we ever establish like who's holding the bag of holding, just in case like someone falls into a big crevice and is lost forever?
In Canada, it's a crevasse.
All right, another
No,
Canadian
we never
pronunciation.
decided.
Well, decide now. Who's gonna carry the bag of holding?
You're confusing David again, Gary.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, David.
Well, again, it should be one. It should be one of the main. It should be one of the main players. So it should be Grelnar or Splug, really.
Growlnar, you take it, buddy.
All right,
You're way,
bag of holding.
you're way more responsible.
Well, I hope. I don't know.
So it's
You
it's
didn't have
done
words.
deal. Grelnar is one holding the bag of holding, correct?
Yeah, he's holding
Correct.
for it.
Make sure you mark that on your character
Oh.
sheet in case we forget moving forward.
Oh, you guys are horrible people. This
You
is
can
how-
always
this
say
is
no,
how I
Grelnar.
got- This is how I got possessed last time. I decided I'd hold the sword.
Yeah, but you're not holding the sword. You're not attuning to the sword. You're not touching the sword. It's just in the bag.
Right.
Oh, hold
Yeah.
on. Let me make you guys paranoid. Who's picking up the sword and putting it in the bag of holding?
Well, it won't be Grelnar.
Slug will.
Seriously. I want to answer.
Slug will.
Okay.
As you lift the sword, it shimmers and sheen spreads across it, and now it's a Vorpal sword +1.
Neat. I'm keeping it.
Hey, Splug, give me
I'm
a
usually asking for
whisper
Vorpal
a
sword.
wisdom check to me.
Check.
Yes. Whisper it to me.
Okay, so I gotta go over to here and do it, right?
What's my favorite thing to say?
Good to know. Let me say it for you. Good to know.
Got lots of luck left.
I can't believe with 0 modifier I got a 30. Pretty awesome. Rolled a natural 30.
Are you paranoid now?
Right.
Okay.
Sounds more like a natural.
My
3.
plan is working. Where we at time wise?
Looks to all of you and goes, "This looks like a great sword."
Right. Anything else, guys?
9.
Okay. All right. As you guys all exit the stone building, are you going to close the door behind you? You can leave it open.
We can't. How are we gonna close it? We'd have to
Handles.
push it from behind, and there's no handles.
That's why I'm asking.
No, we're gonna just effing leave it.
Okay. Gonna leave the door open.
Okay.
We'll close it as much as we can, but I don't think we'll be able to close it the whole way.
Your
from
fingers
the
get
outside.
caught.
No,
Yeah, I'm
What
not,
if
I'm
we
not pinching.
pull it?
I'm not pinching my fingers.
no.
Yeah.
What if we pull it to almost closed? We take a piece of rope, we tie a big knot, we put it on the other side, and we pull it the rest of the way closed, and it pinches on the rope.
You can certainly try that.
You gotta do-
Yeah, that's what I'll try.
All right. You guys make your way back across the boat. Where the hell did I say boat? Back across the bridge, and you pull the door closed with a rope, and the rope is now pinched into
Yeah.
the door.
And I just-
So one of
I
you
just
lost
cut
a
off-
rope.
No, we just cut off 5 feet. The last 5 feet. I've got
Oh,
a
okay.
45-foot rope now.
You can walk back
There we
across
go.
the bridge and cut the rope off. Okay, I'm with you. Whoever has that now has a 45-foot rope.
Yeah, I'll make a note of it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So that was day 3. So we're at 3.5 hour mark. So let's do this. Let's do something else you guys want to do. Talk amongst yourself, role play, whatever. Let's prepare kind of for the next long rest. Let's do a watch, and we'll see if that triggers where we'll stop there on a cliffhanger, or we'll pick back up after a successful long rest.
So does anybody think I should like hallow this area to maybe reinforce the seal or whatever?
Yeah.
If you want to, but for what purpose?
Demon Dog likes us.
Do Demon Dog being Orcus?
No, the ghost. Ghost dude likes us. He's not gonna do anything to us.
No. This bridge is over what is a gaping hole that is a gate to Orcus' realm where he's going to send undead through if it ever opens.
Please
And
don't
then,
ever say,
Right, and
please
I'll
don't ever
throw-
say gaping hole to me.
Yeah.
And I'll
It's
throw you a
sweet.
bone. I'll throw you guys a bone here. If something else Tharg going to share with this bridge right here is the actual seal. This is basically has whatever magic was cast on it the first time to basically create the seal that stopped the previous tear in the rift to prevent things from coming in. That's why this thing is magical in nature. That's why it's still in relatively good shape. So, not necessarily a hallow spell, but there was something cast upon this where this bridge itself is what is holding back the tear and the rift. What I'm trying to say, Reza, you can cast Hallow if you want, but this right here is kind of what's holding it.
It's not failing, like the way you described it with like the dimming lights and stuff, and I was like, oh, is this gonna be like, ha ha ha, ha boom?
If you remember, I can't remember if it was writing on the wall or what they said. But they said, the bridge cannot fall.
Oh,
So-
I thought that was don't let it fall kind of deal. Like,
No, I
Yeah,
can't remember. It was either writing on the wall or something that some of the whispers or something he said, basically saying this bridge cannot fall. So if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys would have for some reason tried to destroy the bridge, then yeah, all hell would have broke loose and there'd been a whole new campaign.
Okay.
okay, when you say cannot fall, as in is it physically impossible for it to fall, or if it falls, we're fucked? Pardon language.
If it is destroyed, the rift will be open again.
Okay, so
Okay.
as a secondary thing, I can just hallow 120 feet up, down, around big old sphere of hallow that
Okay.
says nothing undead can come through, and it lasts forever.
Okay, you can go ahead and cast it if you want.
So that is not casting. That is using because you were going for a long rest. You said.
We haven't done a long rest yet.
Yeah. So that is the new feature that I have not used yet. Oh, and I sent it to you. Should I send it to everybody, or should I just send it to you?
You can put it out for everybody so everyone can see it in case it comes up again.
This is the new cleric feature.
Hmm.
Any cleric spell of level 5 or lower that doesn't require a reaction to cast as part of the same action, the spell is cast instantaneously without extending a spell slot or needing material components.
Do me a
use
favor,
feature
just
again.
I got you there. So just do me a favor, put the Hallow spell in chat. Now I'll read it once our session's over with to see if or what that does
So
for
I
any
would
future
choose
thing that may or may not happen.
because it was undead, wasn't it?
That's
Was
what
it
you
undead
said.
or the Orcus dude, like we talked about? It was undead,
Yeah.
I believe.
Correct.
So undead. So it would be warded against.
Yeah, I got you. We're good.
I get to pick two. It is so it's warded against undead, and then the second one, extra effect binded to the area is the. Where is it? Not peaceful rest. Experimental interference.
Hey, you just whisper to me what two you're choosing, and I'll make note of it. All right, on to the long rest. Second verse, same as the first, right? So, Bryn and Blacklight are going to take first watch.
Yep.
Correct.
And I'm going I'm going to cast before the long rest the same this. Sorry. Yeah. On me, but this time I'm gonna choose undead. Just
He cast
because
not
I-
this day. He whispered it to me.
Oh, sorry. Here.
Who are you casting that on?
On me.
Okay, so you now have
But I
undead.
say undead. Yep.
All right. Anybody else do anything before they start the long rest?
Mm.
All right. So first things first. Who hasn't rolled me a d20 for an encounter yet?
I
This
think I
guy.
did with advantage, so I'm good.
All right. Gralnar, roll me a d20. Whisper it to me.
All right.
Okay. So now I need Bryn. Give me a perception roll. You would normally get advantage, but it's dark, so it's a normal.
Sorry, Brian, to you or in the open?
To me. And then Dawn, I also need you to roll me a d12.
All right. Whisper.
Yeah, whisper it to me.
Is that something I could add a bonus to?
No, this is just random
Okay.
what
Yep.
may or may not happen.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay. What does Bryn see this time? And Blacklight, you're awake with Bryn on this first watch, correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right, so both Bryn and the Blacklight, I'll say this is 2 hours into your long rest. So I'll say you start at 10 p.m. This is at midnight.
Okay.
You guys can see far off down the corridor from where you guys are doing your rest. You guys can see a small ghostly figure. Now with that perception roll, Bryn, you can tell it's roughly the size of a gnome. And it seems to be ushering you guys towards it. And then it turns around and starts walking away.
Where did we actually camp at?
A random corridor, cavern. That's not important at this point.
It is it's just the undead couldn't come within 120 feet of where I cast the Hallow.
You guys aren't taking your long rest here on the bridge, are you?
That's why I was like, did we actually travel anywhere? I didn't think we said anything about moving.
Well, you guys are heading towards Fairverul, so I just assumed you guys are going to keep traveling deeper in the Underdark. Is that not the case?
Yeah. Yes, we would.
Okay,
We're not
just
we're
making
not
sure.
long resting. We're not long resting on the Chasm of Doom.
Okay, just making sure.
All right. So,
Look, he got rid of all of the undead can't come. Oh, that's good. Oh my gosh, look at all of those non-undead that are killing us. Giant Shelob spiders or
oh yeah, I
ants
forgot about that
or
one. Hold on.
something.
Hold on, let me bring that in. Hold on.
No.
All right, so you guys see the little gnome-shaped spirit ushering to Bryn and the Blacklight to come towards it, follow it, then it turns around and walks away. And we'll pick up there in the next session. We are 3 hours and 40 minutes into our session. All right, just a reminder, no session next week. I'll be stuck in Texas until late Friday night, but we will pick back up on the 25th on this session here.
Sweet.
Okay.
Okay, feedback, complaints, anything about tonight's session? A lot of skill challenges here, but this is kind of par for the course when you're traveling to your destination, I think, moving forward.
Yep. Makes sense
right.
to me.
You guys still like me coming up with, I guess, pre-written things for you guys? Or you guys rather come up with them yourself?
No, I like
I still like
the
the
both. I like
For the
some,
skill
I think,
challenge? Sorry.
Hold on.
yeah, the skill challenges, David.
No, sorry. It's okay.
So yes, we're good?
Yeah. I still
Okay.
like
Yeah, I
that.
just I was
Yeah.
wanted to ask if the you said your question was about the skill challenge that you set the skill for us.
Correct. I'm trying to use
Yeah,
ChatGPT to kind of help me set
I-
up more specific things for you guys so that you guys aren't racking your brain trying to come up with something. That way you pretty much got one set for each one of you guys. I try to come up with some generic ones in case you guys fail a lot and have to do multiple, but I can pick one that's kind of generic for any of you guys, but we'll try to do that more often where it's kind of helping setting you guys up to really fit into your characters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no, I
personally
like
prefer you to tell me the skill.
I will keep doing that. All right, guys, nothing else. I'm going to cut the video here, and we'll see you guys again in 2 weeks.